Hello. What's up, Felix? My face. No, not your face. My eyes are different. What? Oh, different color. Are they really? Ah, this is what I'm missing. By the way, you ever seen this? This is a little Mario pillow that I usually have on the couch, but I feel like it's kind of hard to see. So the weird thing was, chatbot is not showing me chat. So I'm worried that it's not connecting right. Well, I mean, chatbot's working at least. Also, HPEDs, hey, how's it going? How's your day been today? How's both of your days been today? Whew, all right. I guess I'll just rely on that handy chat up there, which is kind of what I've been doing anyway. Why'd I shout out the Well, I shouted you out, Felix, because I wanted to test and see if chatbot was working. I have better games. That's because that's the last game that you were streaming, I think. Loud. There we go. That's way better. But yeah, hey! How's it going, folks? How's your days been today? What's today, Tuesday? I guess it is Triforce Tuesday after all. I feel like... So Nathan was here last night. We were working on stuff, and I like moved a ton of stuff in the studio, and now I feel like... Whoa. I feel like everything is 10 times more a mess than it was before. Working on a summer school, at a summer school, and it's going pretty good so far. Hey! Then had lunch with some former coworkers, and it was great catching up with them. That sounds delightful, HPets. I'm super happy for you. We are folks, which is a name for Fae. Is it really? Fae are often referred to as folks? I didn't know that. How was my day? My day was okay. It was like weirdly not too interesting, even though well, I guess there were some interesting things going on. Like I've been working on this functional specification for a new statement of work for one of our publishers because they want to do more work on the game. And I was like, all right, we're going to do it right this time. I'm going to break this down in as much detail as possible so that when we sign this off, get signed off on it, and we're contractually obligated to do a thing, I want it to be as descriptive as possible. That way there's no doubt about what's going to happen. And I was building that for, I don't know, less than a week, but it still took me longer than it normally would. But I finally sent that to our CEO today, so I was like, all right, there's actually momentum happening on this thing now. Very also Fate, Fae, Fair Folk. Oh, I've heard that. From Fairy, Realm of the Faes. This type of mythical being or legendary creature in European folklore, particularly Celtic, Slavic, German, English, and French folklore. Interesting. So, Fair Folk. Yeah, I kind of like that. I was wrong-o. I'm doing odd. I mean, that's okay, man. That's no biggie. I don't really know why I came down here. I guess I was secretly hoping that maybe there'd be like a piece of heart or something. Celtic? I've heard both, so I guess I just assumed that my default was Celtic, and I guess because I heard other people say Celtic, I assumed that I was wrong. The Boston Celtics. Oh, is it the Boston Celtics? Is there like a weird disconnect there? Oh, so maybe that's why I got confused, because I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay, so we gotta go to... Oh, we gotta go to Kakariko. What am I doing? I'm a doof. In fact... Wait. Did I get the Lens of Truth yet? No, I didn't. Okay, so I gotta go... I'm a dummy. The whole reason I started in the Temple of Time was because I needed to turn into a kid. They pronounce their team dumb. Isn't that how sports teams go, though? I feel like that's a, just like a default state of being for most of them. I'm doing odd because my buddy's ex tried to seduce me last night. I would also similarly be odd. I'm sorry. That's... I mean, it sounds like it was not wanted, so that just leaves you in a very uncomfortable and not super good position. We've not been apart for more than a month. Oh, geez, yeah. I guess I assumed that there would be more time in between, but that's, it's fine I dealt with it like an adult. Well, hey, good for you. I'm still sorry you had to deal with that, though. That stuff is never comfortable in any way, shape, or form. Why? These wireless controllers, man. I almost bought some brand new GameCube controllers while I was at Disc Replay the other day. Because I was out in the burbs for Father's Day. But I decided to instead buy a new Super Nintendo controller because all but one, I think, of my Super Nintendo controllers are busted. And, of course, the controller I bought, this thing right here, out of the box, is busted. It doesn't work on my Retron, even though it says that it does on the box. That sucks. Now I gotta go out to the burbs. Probably go buy some more retro games from Disc Replay again, because that's my guilty pleasure. Let's see. I guess I'll just run there. I'm trying to remember if I got some of the easy... I think I did get the piece of heart that you get from bringing the dog to the dog lady. I got you, Felix. Felix, every time you jump in to chat before I get out of the, like, starting soon screen, you always hit that question of the day. It's always when I'm right in the middle of updating. I'm like, no, he's gonna do it before I get it updated. That one's easier for me because I got the Philips CDI. So that one's kind of easy to grasp at. But I think what put it in my head was I was playing the PlayStation Classic last night with my buddy Nathan. You know Nathan, Felix. Man, the two-player games on there, they didn't really put any good two-player games. Like the only good games, at least I think the only good games on there were the single-player games. And I was like, wow. I was actually kind of happy with my PlayStation Classic until I realized that. Now I'm just like, What was it? Cool Borders 2 was one of the games on there. Oh boy, that was more of a shit show than I realized. Game Boy Pocket because it was small and you could never see the game that well. I never had a Game Boy Pocket, but I can understand that. Game Boy itself was kind of difficult. Do I have this song yet? This might be the one that I'm missing. Okay, no, I have it. I mean, some arcade game can. Oh, I mean, that's fair. Used to know Nathan. Now he hates people. I mean, that's true. Nathan's moving out into my neighborhood, so he might show up on the show more often. He won't be able to avoid everyone, because he's out in, like, the weird suburbs that no one goes to. Cool Borders is great. It'd be a water closet. What? Oh, yeah, I know what a water closet is. I don't know. I thought Cool Borders was good until I played it again, and I was just like, this is not at all what I remembered. Hey, Shino! Thank you so much for the resub. What's this? This is the Master Quest, Ocarina of Time. Thank you so much for that resub. How's it going, Shino? Oh right, the well drained. We're getting pretty close to the end. I think it'll be, if not this stream, the next stream that we beat it on. Day was Mega Garbo. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it? You don't have to, though, if you don't want to, but I hope at least at this point your day is on the upswing. Oh, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Oh, I knew the dungeon would be different, but not immediately. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna talk to that dead guy. Just had to screw up that per the regional director, if we get rando audited, I'll get fired. I mean, for what it's worth, audits don't usually happen very frequently at all, but that sucks. I'm sorry. That's stressful. I'm wondering if there's like an invisible chest. Either that or they're just gonna throw a bunch of these bombable spots at me. Just to confuse me. Whoop. Oh. I mean, I guess I'll take that. So I must say I kick some ass with Young Link in Smash. Oh yeah, Young Link is one of my go-to characters. I think I prefer Young Link over Adult Link most of the time, because he's so quick. That's my jam is, I like quick, fast characters first, and then powerful characters second. I usually don't go for any like heavy or high defense characters. So I don't know, I love zapping around, which is why my guy is always Pikachu. Just doesn't get any better than that, man. So I'm a stress eater, so I've gorged myself since I got home. Eaten 2 blocks of cheese and a thing of ramen so far, and I'm still hungry. Well, hang in there. I hope you don't feel sick later. It sounds all very heavy on the stomach. Hey, what's up, Skipper? How's it going? How's your day been today? Welcome back, Felix. I hope you feel like a new man. Whoa. Oh, well, I don't have any keys, so there's probably no point to going over there. That is bombable. All right, maybe I'll check it out. My best character in Smash was always Wolf. Yeah, Wolf is good. I always preferred Wolf over Fox. Falco was pretty fun, but I never was good enough with Falco. 97-0 with him in Brawl. Jeez, had a high rate of win with Ganon in Melee. Yeah, I use Ganondorf a lot too. He was super slow, but man, his power more than compensated for it. Rushing to catch up to Strem. There you go. My day's been good. Finished my run about an hour ago, and now I'm eating dinner. Hey, nice. Whoop. How'd the run go? Used Ness and OG and Rob from Brawl on. You know what, Felix? something about that is not at all surprising. That makes perfect sense for you. And I'm kind of happy about that. Ness was cool in OG, but man, he was not easy to use. Oh man, can I do this? That's good. Well, I'm noticing that my stamina on average is getting higher and higher. Hey, there you go. I mean, like, that means you're definitely... that means you're doing it right. Oh, boy. Ow! Darn bat. There we go. Alright, that's one. I like Ganondorf in Smash 2, but he's too slow. I'm also trying to get better with Isabelle. I haven't tried Isabelle at all yet, but I really want to. Oh no, oh no. Nothing like good old Z targeting. Ow! Why? There we go. Dead. Whew. All forest Skulltula. I'll take it though. Yeah, Ness was the man. Ness was definitely that like high skill but high I don't know, potential, I guess is maybe the right way of putting it. I knew a guy who used Luigi and was stupid good with him. Won some tournaments with Luigi too. Nice! You know, as silly as it is, I always really did love playing with Luigi too. Even Mario, like, I think I choose Luigi over Mario most of the time, but now whenever I go back to Mario, I always go with Dr. Mario. I don't know what it is, but, oh yeah, we've got the Wall Masters. Can't get me while I'm opening a chest! My go-to is always Kirby. That up Swords Slash is amazing. That one is like the friendship killer though. So that's the one that when you get into a good loop with it, it's really hard to escape it. Oh wait, I don't think I can use a hookshot as a kid. Right? Yeah, so that doesn't matter anyway. Maybe it's a block? Right now my mains are Incineroar, Link, Young Link, and Isabelle. I haven't tried Incineroar yet. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing his name right, but I never played that Pokemon. Should I not try to go in there? I guess maybe there is nothing in there. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that one be. Can I give tokens to others so someone could they can get a coin? I think so. Yeah, let's check. Because I know there's a lot of like system default commands. So let's see. Link protection. Enter open raffle. Quote add quote. Oh, not all these are on. Loyalty points top. Oh, maybe not. Betting, gamble. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess not. But I could do that, Felix, because I don't think it would be that hard to set up. Although, you know what? I'd have to make sure that it's the right points, seeing as how right now the bot is telling you the wrong thing. I think, right? I forgot to look into that. I should write a note for myself. His skill cap was a big ramp, but a good Ness was brutal. Oh yeah. Dr. Mario kissed his altered. It's weird, to be honest. Oh. One of my friends destroyed me with Kirby. Yeah, I mean that's how I never play Kirby because he's a little too slow for me, but that's pretty much how I feel. Is anytime anyone plays as Kirby, I always get wrecked. I'm gonna buy a Switch and main Banjo-Kazooie. Heck yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is gonna be the thing that gets me back into that game, to be totally honest. Because I put it down not because not because I didn't like it, but it's just like I played it only by myself, so I just kind of got into the same loops over and over again. Really looking forward to you tackle Bottom of the Well. They made it super wacky master. Yeah, so far it's not at all quite what I was expecting. It makes me feel like I'm doing some things out of order, but maybe that's the point. Yeah, you don't have to give away coins at the casino. Oh, then I don't have to give away. I mean, there you go. I'm kind of into that. All right, are they gonna trick me with these jar placements? Well, they didn't trick me, I think. Woo! What if there's a thing back here? I don't know. Oh, there's totally a thing, kind of. All right. Is this just gonna be another? Please don't grab me, please don't grab me. Well, I'll take that. Even though I never played a Banjo-Kazooie game, I'm excited to play him in Smash. Banjo-Kazooie games. I would love to do a Chrono stream of Banjo-Kazooie at some point. Those games were definitely like a major part of my childhood. And I never played Nuts and Bolts, mostly out of spite. But one of these days, one of these days I should do it anyway. I've made mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh please, no, this is not what I wanted. No. Do I have a fairy? Oh, I have a lot of fairies. Maybe I should just like do this. I think I'd played Smash Ultimate myself, come to think of it. I haven't played a Switch period. Oh wow. I'm surprised you avoided it for so long. Also, what's up, Teflon? How's it going? I guess. I feel like they're just gonna unfreeze as soon as I do this because they're on fire. Switch is a good console. I'm not super into the new Smash. Honestly, I was into the new Smash, but I feel like I really got to play it with people because the single player stuff was fun, but it did eventually get pretty redundant. I was trying to spin cut. I just realized maybe I shouldn't unpause while I'm taking a swig out of my my coffee. Huh. Well, look at that. They just stay on fire. Kind of works out. Now, they let me Z-target them. So that's kind of... it worked out, kind of. Although I was sort of hoping that maybe they would give me a chest or something. But I wonder if that's sort of like a trap more than anything. Yeah. Oh well. I can't... I don't think this'll work, but I kind of want to try it just for the sake of it. This isn't the same blue fire, is it? Oh, wow. Nope, definitely not, because it doesn't hurt me. Weird. Okay. So that's where it came from. Oh, or maybe not. I think I'll go up here. Played Ultimate once with some friends. Woo! At MagFest. Oh, neat. Didn't win any matches, but seemed pretty fun. I guess this is fine. Who needs the lens of truth anyway? when you have Z targeting reticles to lead you. Alright, we're gonna go back upstairs. We'll fall down here plenty more times, I'm sure. It ain't crazy good, but it's fine. Yeah, that's fair. Found in the well-shadowed temple, responsible for untold numbers of children's nightmares. Oh yeah, especially once we get to the sub-boss. That thing is what gave me nightmares. Can confirm I refused to fight the dead hand boss until my mom was sitting with me. I wonder if that's the guy that I'm talking about. Right. This is awkward, but I guess we'll give that a shot. Oh. Well then. Most nightmare fuel thing in the N64 is that fucking piano. In wait, what did this do? The piano in Mario 64? Dead Hand was good. Oh yeah, Dead Hand was good. Sub boss is the beautiful. Dev, you talking about? Yeah, beautiful. That's one way to describe him. Just like felt out character for the game, which was good, honestly. Fuck that piano. Yeah, it's funny. I don't remember. Ooh, I don't remember Super Mario 64 super well because I only played it a handful of times, and I think it took me a while when I was young to actually pick it up. Come on, there you go. Okay, yes, I remember the Mario 64 piano was horrible. Never completed the red coin mission because I refused to go into that room. It's so good. It was terrifying though. Like, you guys are totally right. I'm surprised that I don't remember it super well. Like, I know what it is because I've seen it plenty of times since then, but I don't remember how I felt when I encountered it. Whoa! I mean, like, to be fair, I'm pretty sure there's also, like, that hole is normally there in the normal mode. It's just usually invisible. Weird. So weird that they, like, uncover a lot of the invisible floors. Like, sort of makes some things easier. Dead Hand did not feel like a boss that would be in this game, so he felt really uncomfortable. I agree with that. Hey, he's like by comparison, like way more uncanny. Okay, well I guess I'll go back in the center. This is where I was before. So maybe, ow, maybe the only good way in here is actually the backflip over there. I still feel like that this is not how they intended me to cross this, but ooh. But you know, it works. Yeah, because there's gates everywhere else. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so maybe instead I'll break these pots. Oh, right, it hugs the wall. Okay, well, that's not so bad. Whoa. I thought these guys did something. They like relayed messages before. I remember. Okay, so that's that. I think that's it for this area. Oh, I need to go over there. Okay. Well, let's find out what happens. Nothing. Wow. I thought this would have an invisible floor. Huh. So weird. These dungeons really do kind of switch things up in really unexpected ways. Hiya! Oh! Well, that was bound to happen. Oh! No, no, no. You know those spots were there in the normal quest? I don't think so. Because I was playing this on the randomizer, and I don't think those pots were there, and I had to just kind of guess and check my way across. I think I dropped bombs on the ground to try to figure out where the floor was. Thinking of other spoopy stuff on the N64, a number of things in Majora's Mask. Oh yeah. Planet of Taufret in JFG. Jet Force Gemini? Oh, I don't remember that planet super well, but I loved Jet Force Gemini. That game was beautiful. Like, beautiful in terms of its design. Oh, I love Majora's Mask too. I actually love it more than... That's how I feel, Felix. I'm more of a fan of Majora's Mask than Ocarina of Time, but they're still both amazing, so... So it's not a complaint. Yeah, Shiro. Oh, I thought this would do that. All the enemies that carried over from Ocarina, Dead Hand wasn't one of them. Which is weird because Majora is overall more of a creepy game. Huh. That is weird. I don't actually know what singing the song actually did. Doopy doopy. Alright, I guess there's just nothing down here. Just remembering we watched You Make Me Make It from... I need to beat Jet Force Gemini. Came out on my birthday. Oh, nice. Jet Force Gemini was super good. I think I only completed that game once in my life because that's a very difficult game to complete. Just finding all the I think they were like bears. It was not an easy feat. A compass would definitely be helpful right about now. Yeah, I agree. Maybe. Okay, now they're definitely... Well, I guess I drained the water, so I can go to some new areas, like this one. I guess I could have gone here before anyway, but that's okay. Just waiting for these to have invisible chests. Whoa! Oh, hey there! That's not what I meant to do. I guess that didn't work. At least I got my ocarina out. Swampy Planet, where Juno fights the boss full of zombified bugs. Oh, that's right, and that's where you get your friendo. I forget his name, but the way that you unlock co-op mode, one of the coolest things I had seen up until that point in games, because I never saw like an asymmetrical co-op before. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. There you go. Boy, this camera's not spectacular. Oh, that reminds me. Wow, I guess those just don't work against this guy for some reason. One of my coworkers, Dan, he brought to my attention a sort of like an emulator that's a VR emulation of a bunch of old like N64 games. I kind of want to check it out at some point because I think it'd be really cool. And I remember he was saying one of the good things about like games like Ocarina of Time on there is just that like it was clearly not a game meant for VR, but it allowed you to, you know, kind of change the camera angle. You had more control over it, which was actually a huge boon for this game. It's like, yeah, I kind of really want to see what that's like now. And I have an Oculus, I've never done anything with it on stream, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, your buddy showed you that emulator? Nice. Still need to beat Majora's Mask. It's never too late, H-Pets. So the new Final Fantasy XIV expansion is a commercial that has Hannibal Buress in it. Yeah, I saw that, and I was very confused. I mean, like, it's cool, I guess. It's just like, I just wasn't expecting it either, I guess. It's kind of fun, though. Let's see, we're just gonna dupe this flute and freeze these guys. I'm gonna get the archery whisperer. Oh, you get to be the archery whisperer yesterday. Ooh, that's cool. Never played a Zelda game to completion. I mean, once again, it's never too late. I recommend it. I think it's a great time. No matter which the Zelda, even the CDI ones, as infuriating as they were, it was satisfying to win. I think is maybe the best way to put that. Oh, he's awake. What? How did he take damage that first time? Well, it worked out, I guess. Alright, so we got a heart. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. And nothing in there. Well, there's got to be some point to this room, right? So I'm guessing there's like a hidden thing somewhere. I almost wonder if I need the lens of truth for this. Or the compass. I always feel like it's something with these guys and I don't know what it is. What was the thing that you were the archery whisperer for, Felix? I'm curious. Wind Waker was the closest I got. I mean, Wind Waker is an absolute delight, so I could see why. Maybe I gotta like pull these? Push it? I don't know. I know there was an invisible chest in here before. Guess there could still be. I don't know. We'll have to come back. I got so mad at a part and looked it up years later and found I was on the home stretch. Ah. Yeah, I could see that. Toward the end of the game, it does get a little more convoluted, especially like the one on GameCube. One of the torches is casting light on the wall. None of the others are. Oh, you know what that probably is because that was a preset torch. Here, actually, I want to look at it. Because I wonder if that's the torch that was already lit when I entered the room. And if that's the case, then that's because they probably put the decal on the wall. Oh, hey there. Yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, this is the torch that was already in the room. So it's probably not actually casting light. That's just a decal that they put on the wall. I mean, it could be something, some like programmatically generated thing. But this is probably baked light, like baked into the texture. And then these are dynamic lights, so they can't be pre-baked since, you know, there's no way to like turn that on and off if you want it to be like optimized. Because old games like this, they couldn't do some of that dynamic lighting like that on the fly. Later, buddy. Oh, jeez. Floyd, that was his name. Yeah. Oh, Floyd was one of the coolest things. Asymmetric co-op is a good term for it. Reminds me of an indie game where I need to get around to playing with a friend of mine. What indie game? Or are you talking about Tale of Two Sons? I think that's the name of it. I need to play that too, if that is the one you're thinking of. But one of the torches is... Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead. I'm teaching my friend to shoot. My buddy could not hit so well he was aiming, I pushed the tip of his bow down and then told him to release, and he hit a bullseye. Wow, that's pretty amazing. A couple of times I was standing off to the side and told him to aim down, and he down more, and he did. And he said there, and I said yes, and he released it, and it was another bullseye. Wow. Next time he asked, I told him he was good, and then he hit another bullseye. Felt badass. Yeah, man, I would too. That's crazy. I mean, like, you've got a good sense of trajectory, I guess. Talking about baking has me hungry again. Oh, this is open now? Okay, so maybe that's what... Oh, these are all... Oh, that's what that switch was that I hit. Well, I guess I didn't have to go out of my way to do that, but it's fine. Make light a level designer's favorite dessert. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. I would say an environment artist's favorite dessert, but sometimes level designer and environment artist are the exact same thing. When I got the game to play with my buddies, GeForce Gemini, but it took too long to get Floyd. Well, that's the thing. The game lets you go wherever you want. Oh boy, here we go. So you could get Floyd last in the sequence of planets that you have to start at. So it's weird like that, right? Where it's like it's such a huge boon if you do know about it. Oh, stop hurting me. Ow. You know, it's funny too, because this guy is way easier than I remembered him being. But he's got pretty simple loops. Ah, he hit me with the gravel again. Alright, buddy. Go ahead. So messed up, man. What a weird enemy. You know what though? This is the kind of monster I would design if given free agency, especially in like the bottom of a well. I would take it a step further and do like a Resident Evil and give it like a backstory and make it real dark and twisted. I forget the name of that character in Resident Evil, but it was the little girl that they horribly mutated. Back with a tub of ice cream. Yeah. Oh, I got the compass. Maybe there's more in here. What do we got over here? A bombable spot. That's what. Oh. All right. Yeah. There was actually something. I was just sort of being goofy, but. Yeah. All right. I'll take that. I don't really know where to go with that, but. The indie game I was talking about is called Clandestine. In co-op, one person plays a secret agent character a la Splinter Cell, I think, and the other person plays as a hacker character. Someone was talking about that. Maybe it was you, or maybe it was someone else, but that's, I think I definitely heard of that, and that sounds amazing. Also, Shiro, wow! Thank you so much for gifting the sub to Felix. Welcome to the Time Federation, Felix. You're finally one of us, even though you're a mod. We're just in the living room. What's up, String? How's it going? Oh, whoops. Oh, you've been talking for a while. Sorry, I keep falling behind in chat. Jesus, oh my Christ, what is that? Right? That's what we were talking about. This is such a messed up monster. Premise alone drew me in. Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, Teflon. Why is this in a kid's game? I mean, it worked its magic on us kids, at least. One of the few things in this game with iframes. Oh yeah, you're right. He does have iframes. Yeah, I guess there are a few enemies that do that. I mean, usually you see that in the bosses. Oh, maybe not even. Huh. Need to put this in my D&D game. Oh, hi, by the way. What's up, Lich? How's it going? That dude, Dead Hand is definitely a great addition for any D&D campaign. Hey, Foxen. I kind of figured you were in the living room as well. But your Philostery is a gosh darn menace. You know what the backstory of the main boss of Shadow Temple is, right? Oh, I don't know what it is. Like hell. I tell you. Sure about the backstory. Initially one of us. Finally one of us, even though you're a Umad. Oh. How do you emote? You just gotta do the I mean, I only have the one emote, which I need to get off my butt and make some more, because I know it's not the most exciting emote in the world, but sometimes you gotta refresh. It's a little weird like that. It's like Splinter Cell guy in the van mode the game. Yeah, most bosses do not have like he does. I feel like there was one other that I was thinking of. And I can't remember which one it was, because I remember I could only ever get one hit off at a time. Yeah, it's totally gone. Basically, there was a criminal in Kakariko many years ago who was executed by having his hands and head cut off. When you fight him, that glowing red eye isn't an eye at all. It's his neck where his head used to be. Oh, man. That's brutal. I kind of love that. Where did that lore, like, where did they kind of hide that lore? Was it one of those, like, wouldn't it have been an instruction manual kind of thing? Oh, yeah, I'm super curious. But I kind of love that. I think that's my kind of lore right there. Oh. Oh, no. This is bad timing. Oh, never mind. I thought... Okay. There you go. Get out of here. Oh, no! Get down! It wasn't making the sound this time. Ah, boy. At least it's not that much lost progress. It's pronounced phylactery. Phylactery. Ah, it's where Lich stores their souls. Ah, whoa! I see. I feel like I should know that, considering that I love liches, but you know me. I'm not very good at my D&D lore. Also, where Orthodox Jews would put 10 commandments and wear them so they never forgot. And I said, monocle? Oh, sorry. Not menace. Oh. Oops. There's an old man NPC in Kakariko who talks about it. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Wow, I don't remember that at all. That's fantastic, though. You better get good. Aw, man. I do need to get good. Oh, of course. Ow. I mean, I guess on the plus side, I can avoid the Wallmaster, I think, by just, like, hanging out on these gates? Nope, nope, that won't work. No, no, no! Oh, shoot! Everything's terrible. Oh, did I shake him off? I didn't know I could do that. Oh, well, this guy's gonna... Oh, I see. It has to be the last one. We're just gonna change that shield real quick. Alright, take two. Electric Boogaloo. There we go. Give me that magic juice. Oh, I guess there's more that needs to happen. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm a doof. That's a locked door, not a barred door. Wow, this is awkward. It worked, though. Many fantasy media monsters like D&D are based on pre-existing folklore from around the world. So liches are an example of that, I wonder. And from what and where from? Lich is an old English word for corpse. Ah, that is a good question, though. I mean, yeah, it seems very English folklore or English fantasy to me. But I think the concept of like living dead, let alone magical dead, is kind of part of multiple cultures. But I don't know. That is really interesting. I remember when, wow, all right, there you go, buddy. When we were making Kobold Conquest all the way back in 2012, we did a lot of research on kobold folklore, and those suckers were all over the place in Europe. I think my favorite though was the kobolds that would pretend to be, they were basically like evil fairies, that would like pretend to be people's, they would, I think, kidnap and devour people's children and then shapeshift to basically look like their children, and then they would just be mischievous monsters. It's pretty good. What did I open up with that, though? I guess I should probably just look for... Oh, interesting. So maybe I want to go down here? Huh. You know what? Maybe I'll do this flute and get a fairy out of it. That way I'll freeze all the other guys nearby. One of the oldest real lore examples I can think of is for liches is one dude who... Ooh, I just narrowly avoided that guy. One dude who hid a soul in a needle in an egg in a duck in a box under some sand on an island. Can't remember his name though. That's pretty wild. That's the thing about it. Looks like influence from older fantasy works where wizards defeated death with magic. Oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, because their liches were basically just evil sorcerers or wizards. Because there was definitely like a thing where... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe that's for the best. So, Chris, did you notice that the map here looks like a falling dude? Does it? Oh, it does. Oh, weird. I kind of thought it looked like a hand, but it definitely does look, I think, a little more like a falling dude because it's got only 4 digits. You have to fall to get here. Exactly. So I wonder... Oh. I guess there was a bombable spot over here and I never realized it. Not that I think it's going to make a difference. But you never know. Yeah. Pardon? Okay, okay. So I wonder... Maybe it's this? Oh! Ah-ha-ha! Wow! I thought it might be something in that center, but I didn't think that would be the thing that summons the chest. So weird. Alright, just gonna do that, get rid of these guys. Boop-a-doo! Oh, pardon me. It should be the lens of truth, right? Yes. Okay. Well, now I can skedaddle out of here. Try to use it outside of the well. Seeing the truth will cost magic power. Yeah. Should I just stand here and let the wall master take me away? Take me. I am ready. The only other time you can excitedly get picked up by one of those guys. The only other time it's been that case was in the broadcast satellite Zelda. Still one of the meanest puzzles I've ever seen. It was good though. And this is one of those ones that I hope I never forget about because it resonated real well with me. Take me away. Still don't have enough for the third Skulltula upgrade, I think. Well, I guess let's just become grown-up boys. I guess I guess Sheik did give me the song to take me to the graves. Growls, Link, my time has come. Also exciting, Bloodstained came out today. I'm psyched. Did that shadow drop? There wasn't a release date on there before, was it? Was there? Because I remember seeing a lot of things like here and there about it, and then all of a sudden someone at work was just like, hey, by the way, this game just released, and we were like, oh, okay. I might check it out. I keep thinking it's something other than what it is, and every time I look at gameplay of it, I'm just like, this is not quite what I was expecting, but I'm still interested. Is this the desert song? It must be the desert song. How do I not? Why is that one? Am I doing this out of order? I feel like probably not. Maybe. Left, right, A. Left, right, down. Okay. People seem to be liking it from what I've seen. Alright, that's a good sign. People's release date was announced a couple months ago. Or so ago. Oh, oops. But I could see it being easy to overlook. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Yeah, work is starting to slow down in general. Hey, I'm happy to hear it, because that means it must have been pretty crazy busy for a decent bit. Oh, there's no, oh, well, I can also just hookshot up there? I don't know, can I? Maybe I'll just go into the temple. I don't remember if I did anything with those magic beans yet. I must have, right? How many magic beans do I have? 2? Yeah. I planted some of them at least. In the original, you can do Spirit Temple and Shadow Temple in any order. Ah, not sure about the magic. It's probably the same, to be honest. I can't think of any major roadblock that would stop me from going to at least like... Yeah, no, I mean, it's once I get Epona, I could go to the desert. I guess I would still need... No, I don't even need the long shot in order... Oh, well, I guess I would need the long shot in order to escape prison. Yeah... For the past 2 to 3 weeks. Jeez, man. I am not envious. Today I was here right when stream started and have been able to chat in between tickets. Hey! Well, I'm just glad that it's not super crazy for you, Felix. That stuff wears you out pretty quick. I know, I got this. Well... Oh. That's funny. Okay, I guess I'll throw bombs over here. I'm just worried that I'm gonna need those crates. You know? Oh, well, I'm gonna need fire arrows, so it seems. Okay, well, we'll push this, I guess, to that one skull. Alright, this should be it. Oh, yeah, Nightmare Land. I love the Spirit Temple. Oh, interesting. They wait for you to walk away. That's kind of nice. Okay, so you need the fire arrows for here, I guess. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Try not to get too hyped. I was reluctant to hope for it being amazing in the case it wasn't Mighty Number 9 and Yooka-Laylee was in mind. Yeah, I share that feel. I did like Yooka-Laylee, but I don't disagree with the disappointment. Well, I don't have a key, so I guess I will just have to go this way. I'm just worried that I need to bring that box with me. I guess I could have. So Metroidvania. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what I was kind of deciphering from it today. I'm guessing that's another fairy spot. Oh, right. Ah, this room. So, got it. So this is the. Oh, I gotcha. Yooka-Laylee was miles ahead of Mighty Number 9. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that, but wasn't what it could have been. That was pretty much my feeling on it too. Like, it was still an enjoyable experience, but it kind of felt like the knockoff Banjo-Kazooie rather than like a true spiritual successor, which was disappointing. But I'm still happy I backed it on Kickstarter when it ran. Like, I'm glad that those devs could, you know, put something together and build a franchise that they can continue making stuff. And the new Yooka-Laylee does look pretty fun. So I hope that maybe they find more success in the 2.5D space. That's my hope anyway. But yeah, Mighty Number 9. I didn't boot it up for a long time. We played it on the YouTube show back in the day, and it wasn't me who played it. I just kind of watched, and from what I saw, I was just like, you know, it seems okay. Like, the art's not amazing or anything, but I like didn't totally understand the like major opposition to it. And then I booted it up like a year or so later, and I was just like, oh, it's the game feel. The game feel is atrocious. It's just like, man, it's so sad, because it could have been, well, and the level design honestly didn't really mirror or parallel the game design super well. Ow. But what you gonna do? It's basically Castlevania, to Castlevania what Mighty Number 9 was to Mega Man. Oh geez. Oh man. Best Kickstarter game to date is still Shovel Knight. That's, yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's definitely one of those ones that I kind of wish that I backed. I don't really know why. I think maybe that was before I was super into backing things on Kickstarter. I think I was still a little, I don't know, cautious, I guess. I was definitely on that platform at that time. And I also didn't back Undertale, so I missed a lot of gems. Maybe that's why I just back things left and right nowadays. Just like, I don't want to miss out. Oh, Hat in Time was amazing. That Hat in Time was the first game I ever backed on Kickstarter, and I have no regrets about that. That game definitely wasn't perfect. Like, it had some. I think that they learned a lot about level design through that development. It's really interesting to me. I kind of feel like I should just jump down there, because like the first level was sort of a little clunky, like it was a little rough around the edges, but it still did its job well enough. So it was still a good experience. But the later levels totally sold me on the rest of the experience. That game turned out to be such a gem. That's the one I gotta blow up. Alright, that's another... Okay, so I need a key for that. So let's go here, because I haven't gone that way yet. Shovel Knight's so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I still need to beat the Plague Knight campaign. And then any of the other ones that came out, because I haven't played those yet. Did they do the Knight... or King Knight one yet? I don't remember. Oh, no, they did, or maybe they did. They did Plague Knight, they did King Knight, and then they were doing... shoot, I don't remember. I know they're working on another thing they're about to release too. But Undertale was a Kickstarter game? I had no idea. At least, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I just saw it on Steam and I was like, this art's kind of meh. What a fool I was. In my Mighty Number 9 analogy, I just meant overall premise, aspiring success. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. No statement on how it turned out. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Notice how the texture for the wall is all skulls? Oh, yeah. This is a proper crypt. I haven't played the Plague Knight or Spectre Knight. That's the one I was trying to remember. Yeah, Spectre Knight. Ooh, I love Spectre Knight. I think he's the coolest. A lot of people died here. Oh, yeah. They've done Plague Inspector so far. Okay, so King Knight is the next one up. Spectre Knight campaign is great. Oh, man. I need to get off my butt and play it then. There we go. I still feel like I should drop down in that other room, but we'll play it safe for now. I feel like I'll be down there eventually anyway. Oh, hey there. I'm gonna run out of bombs. It's like the Paris catacombs up in here. That's exactly what I was thinking. I would love to see that in person someday. That's like, of all the things in Paris, I think that would be the one thing that I would actually really want to go see. The rest of the stuff there sounds nice, but like, I'm not like, you know, super passionate about seeing most of the stuff. The animation in Spectre Knight, the main game's so beautiful. Oh yeah, these guys are pixel art masters. They really are. And they pull it off in the low res style so well. Because you have games like Owlboy, where it's super high fidelity pixel art and it's absolutely stunning. But then Shovel Knight manages to make it incredibly beautiful and not have that fidelity. It's genius. I love that stuff. Okay, there's nothing to do over there. Not the blue. What's wrong? I don't know what that is, Felix. I'll look it up. Oh, is that the diamond? Like that... I don't know. Going to the Crypts in Paris? I'll pass unless you really need a cleric. I mean, that's pretty fair. Time Cup Crypt Exploration in Paris? Yes! I would so be down. I could do one of those travel and... I forget what it's called. Travel and outdoors streams. I like watching those sometimes, but I feel like people don't often do much with them. I don't know why. I mean, I would go, but I'm not super interested in catacombs. I love super, like, I don't know, dark, creepy stuff like that. That's definitely my jam. Is it morose? Is that the right word for it? It's the place a Nazi officer refused to destroy since there was too much beauty. Macabre, that's right. What's morose? Sullen and ill-tempered. Ah, well. Yeah, macabre. Macabre's my jam. I may not look the part as much as I used to, but I'm still deep down inside a goth boy. Would you say it's your game jam? I mean, kind of. I wonder if a normal arrow would work with this. Just kind of felt like a fire arrow was most appropriate, but come on, come on. Where is it? Return! Return! Hey, it did work. Wow. Just barely, though. Oh, boy. I gotta get those fancy gliding boots. Morosa Super City. Yeah, you're right. I guess I probably won't be able to shoot over there, because it was in the way. Alright, let's go here first. Alright. Gotta get some fire arrows. I've been using that wrong for a while. I mean, I do that all the time. You're not alone there. Bang! Did it even show me what it did? I feel like it did not. It did not. My jam is ancient battles and the epic and hilarious stories that result from them. Also, weapons and armor, as I love weapons and armor. I mean, like, I understand that. Especially old technology weapons and armor. That stuff is super interesting. Wow, I just totally missed that. Ah! Leave me alone. Don't take my shield. Oh my gosh! And my tunic. Jeez, man. Just when I thought I was in the clear. Oh, right. Everything's fine. Come on. Whack. There we go. That stuff. Oh, I'm gonna only get one back though, won't I? Oh, I got both back. Whew. Alright, I'll stick with being a green boy. For a little bit. I guess I could sing the song of time. Do. Still eating ice cream, by the way. I'm kind of jealous, I'll be honest. Then, of course, Shovel Knight's soundtrack from Jake Kaufman. You could say his stuff is my game jam. Oh man, Jake Kaufman is incredibly talented. It's insane. I definitely listen to the Shovel Knight soundtrack just for funsies. Alright, we're gonna do that again. But I love food. That's what I do in travel mode. I mean, that's exactly what I do. When I guess, to be fair, when we went to Japan, we ate a ton of food, but we really did explore like crazy too. But like, while Jen and I are in Hawaii, or Hawaii, if I want to say it the right way, we're gonna eat food like crazy. It's gonna be such a delight. So ready. Sorry, I keep falling behind on chat. I'm just so excited. At historic places, experience things that I would not normally look for, and then I eat and talk about it. I mean, that's pretty solid. It really is hard to beat that. Might you be a fellow Skelligrim or... Oh. Interesting. Skull is good. Skull. Actually, then film was kind of good recently. Ran into him. Oh. Most epic battle in history was probably what inspired Tolkien when he... Sorry. when he wrote the Battle of Helm's Deep. Look up the Siege of Vienna. Ooh. I'm certainly interested. You're gonna ruin your appetite with all that ice cream? I mean, maybe that's the point. What's funny was when a Chinese general made his opponent flee by drinking tea and another time by juggling. Was it one of those cases where it was just like, couldn't understand what was going on? It was just like, I'm out, I can't handle this. Whatever this is some trickery. Just fake them out. I don't think there's gonna be another treasure here, but I don't just knock these guys out just in case. Actually, it almost makes me wonder if I should bop that little face. Alright, I think we're good. Let's get out of this place. Exploring is important, but food. Oh yeah. Trying to never have the same meal twice. They are YouTubers. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like I could enjoy that quite a bit then. Just gonna get rid of these guys the same way. A friend of mine lives in Japan. He's the localization director at Inti Creates. I doubt you've met him, but I thought I mentioned. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't think I've met him, but that's still pretty awesome. Was this here before? I don't think it wasn't. Okay, well, we're gonna go over here first. Is this a thing? I feel like probably not, right? But I'm just gonna let that one go. Do they have a place to stay? Can rid an appetite I don't have. There you go. Oh, I see what you're saying. That means I need to meet you in real life then. We need to go to Japan. Hey. Yeah, I want to go back to Japan too. You want to climb Mount Fuji? I mean, people do it all the time. It's pretty awesome. I know it's a big thing to climb Mount Fuji overnight so that you can see the sunset from, I don't know if it was the summit of Mount Fuji, but certainly, oh, that one only had one hit. I don't know how you tell the difference. But yeah, we saw, while we were over in the Fuji area, we saw the lights from the people climbing the mountain late at night, and it was actually really, really cool. I think I should try it from over here. I would love to climb Mount Fuji too, but I feel like I'm ill prepared for it. There we go. Oh, chest. How very exciting that was. It's one of my goals. Ah, I gotcha. Find a way to do it one way or another, though. There you go. Bring it back around. Inti Creates behind Bloodstained. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Suppose they haven't given you hover boots yet. Yeah, me too. I was thinking about that because they seem to be bent on giving me the dungeon loot early on most of these dungeons, but not this time, I guess. But you know what? I'm kind of happy about that. Stone umbrella that protects against the rain of blaze. Oh, yeah. So this is the same way as last time. There's nothing new here. Whoa! Foxen! Hey, thank you so much for that resub. Holy cow. 12 months. It's insane that it still doesn't even feel like I've been streaming for that long, but seriously, thank you. You are a delight, and I appreciate you. Enjoy your time donuts. I'm still kind of happy with that sub badge. Never been to Japan, but I'm gonna climb from the base. Oof, don't want to ride the bus halfway. Hey, you're crazy, but kudos if you ever pull it off. You have to a little bit with Bloodstained, yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, sorry. Foxen into boxing is the true hero of this timeline. They were last seen saving the timeline of Final Fantasy VII. You should go watch Foxen in a boxing. She is an absolute delight. If you've never been over there before, seriously, it's a good time. Foxen is my Twitch senpai. So if that's not any qualifier, then I don't know what is. But it is always a good time over there. I super enjoyed her stream of Final Fantasy X, and then she moved on to Final Fantasy VII, which I've still never played. So it's kind of fun to get to sit through and see how some of that game is supposed to be played. Because I'm bad at playing Final Fantasy games, I guess. Yeah, oh, you're definitely the first year-long Foxen, without a doubt. I also sent him the best Christmas card ever once. I still have it. I think I have it in one of my drawers in my, like, bedside table. Well, I have a Facebook photo of it too that I could probably pull out of the abyss. But yeah, no, it was pretty great. So Twitch Senpai has noticed Chris then? Okay. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I absolutely do Foxen. Which is funny considering that I throw out most cards that I get. Like my parents, I know my parents don't watch my stream, so I'm gonna say this. My parents, they came over to my apartment over the weekend, which, you know, we were also celebrating Father's Day later in the week, so this already was kind of silly. But they came over here into the city, oh boy, to celebrate my birthday 2 months late, because my birthday was in April. They're like, well, we want to celebrate with you, so we're going to come over there. And I was like, I mean, I won't say no to a free dinner. And they gave me a, you know, birthday card and all the normal stuffs. And I may have already thrown out the birthday card. It was a nice card, like it meant a lot to me. But it's just like, oh, I'm not going to hold on to this. So, later, I guess. I had a Twitch Senpai once. I mean, it's a good thing to have. Keep all my cards. You know, I did for a while, and then I just started running out of space. And, you know, they're cards, right? So they don't take up that much space. But, you know, they get damaged. I just didn't do a good job taking care of them. They all sort of say the same thing. Like, I would prefer to keep photos than cards, which is kind of what I do. But I also don't take a lot of photos, so I don't know. Cards aren't really my thing. They're definitely Jen's thing, though. So I give Jen cards sometimes. Is that it for this spot? I felt like it was supposed to be more than that, but I guess it was just to get the key. And they noticed me and were really toxic. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry, that sucks. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Everything's fine. But is there something over there? Probably not. Are you gonna tell me to use a lens of truth? Sacred feet! I don't have the sacred feet! How do I cross? Maybe I still can? Whoa! I kind of thought that platform was gonna move further than that. I pitch cards that don't have any personal notes written in them. I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's a pretty good baseline, I think, because then, yeah, it's way more personal, so you have all the more reason to keep it. I think I also got into the habit of tossing cards, so it got to the point where it was like, well, why start collecting them now when I've been so bad at it for the rest of my life? It's like, it feels like an incomplete collection, so I just don't want to do it. Which is super silly logic and not at all, doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, I definitely need those boots. Huh. Well, I guess let's take another gander. Maybe I do have to go up and drop down through that hole. It's also... Oh my god, there's a whole section at the start of the dungeon that I didn't go through because I didn't have a key. Okay, so we gotta go up there. Maybe I can evade these guys. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Alright, I should have killed them. Sometimes you get the pretty ones. I mean, that's fair. A little box that comes from a Bible my mom got me has all my cards. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we're just gonna... Oop. Just gonna shoot this here guy. Boom. Whoop. There we go. Dispose of all the cards. Dispose of all cards ever? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I was starting to worry of like, maybe I'm actually just a jerk. Am I doing this wrong? I think I am. Is that the one with the hookshot spot? Or was it the one below me? I think that one was the one with the hookshot spot. Oopie doopie. Alright, we're gonna go down then. And I guess hookshot our way back up. There also might be a way to just warp to the beginning of the dungeon, but apparently I'm too stubborn to try. When I give my official notice at work, I'm giving my supervisor a card that says, "Sorry for your loss." And inside, it's me, my last day. It's July 31st. I am kind of all about that, Foxen. That's a pretty good way to wrap things up over there, especially because it's like, you're not ever gonna go back, so might as well go out with a bang. Yeah, this is where I need to go. Uh-oh. I don't know if that was high enough. Okay, it was all right. There we go. Is that a thing? No. Okay. I'm just gonna pretend like I never even bothered. Oh, nope. I do have the cards we got from our wedding, but those are contained in a box of wedding stuff. Those I'll keep. Those I'm definitely going to keep for any wedding cards that we get. I mean, like, Jen would want to keep them anyway, but those are so going to be so sentimental that it's like, yeah, absolutely I'll want to keep those. Birthdays and stuff, I don't like my birthdays, so I don't want to, like, catalog everyone giving me cards as I, like, got older to be like, yeah, you're 30 now. Congrats. Be like, no, stop reminding me that I kept getting older. That's my feel. Maybe I'll regret it when I'm an old man. He's also the type of person I know will think it's funny. Okay, well then that's even better then. All right. Finally, we can go in this room. See what this is all about. This is where the hover boots are. Oh, okay. Except, do I really even need the lens of truth when the wall... Ow. When the walls... Oh, right, I need to re-equip my shield. Good job, Chris. I guess maybe not. I was gonna say, all the walls that you can go through have the lit up eyes, but... That must be different in the Master Quest. I love it. Alright, alright. They got me good. I don't like my birthday. Big mood. It's a big mood, isn't it? I like your birthday. Oh, well thanks, Felix. I guess someone has to. I don't know. I don't really... You know what it is it makes me feel guilty. Like, I just don't like the idea of it being a day about, like, me. It leaves me uncomfortable. And that's not, like, anything against people that do revel in their birthday and they really make a bigger deal about it. It's totally fine. I feel awkward doing that myself. Just not mine. Yeah, I like other people's birthdays. I don't like my birthday. Yeah, other people's birthdays are great, because then I can shower them with gifts and love and friendship. That's good stuff, man. That stuff makes me happy. You're born on that day, so it's a good day. It's born on Friday the 13th, so... I mean, if anything, I would say that's a great thing. Alright. Link, you have one job. It's to break pots. I don't know why you're not doing it. We're supposed to be born on July 4th, which is... ironic. Okay, so now I got the compass. Anything else going on in here? Doesn't look like it. Maybe that other room has the boots? I guess designed to punish players who think they have the hidden walls memorized and don't use the lens. Yeah. Try to treat my birthday as the ultimate self-care day. You know what? That's kind of what I do too. All I usually do is like bum around, play games, and if people want to celebrate anything with me, I just tell them to come over and play some board games with me, because that's all I ever really want to do with my friends anyway. Come on. Open up that big old stinking eye. Yeah, they don't do it when you're looking at them. Ow! My birthday's day to celebrate the people that I have been able to surround myself with. I mean, there you go. I like that too. Which is totally why I drank 3 bottles of sake live on stream playing Devil May Cry the night before I turned 30. That's pretty beautiful, Fox, and I don't remember if I managed to swing by for that one, but I'm terribly upset that I don't recall it, so I'm guessing that I didn't, and now I'm really sad that I didn't swing by for that stream. Or maybe I did, but maybe I was a little bit more, do I have to kill these guys? Maybe I was, like, multitasking and didn't realize that you drank 3 bottles of sake. Fellow sake fan? Oh, I mean, Fox and I both love sake, so heck yeah. Jen and I might subscribe to a, like, monthly sake box service where they, like, curate a bunch of sakes and they just deliver it to you. And we've been talking about it. We haven't signed up for it yet, but I kind of still want to do it. I was thinking about that the other day, actually. It was Hana Azewa flower sake. Ooh. My favorite sake is annoying, so pretentious but so good. I mean, that's okay. I just like any kind of Junmai Dai Ginjo, I think is my jam. But I'm also starting to get more and more into the cloudier stuff. Which is why they don't sell it at a grocery store near me anymore. Aw. That's unfortunate. But I do love the... Oh yeah, Wandering Poet's good. I've had that a few times. Remember this puzzle, it's wonderfully devious. Ooh, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. That's great. I had Hana Apple Sake, Junmai Ginjo, Junmai Dai Ginjo, and Nigori. Nigori is good too. I think... I'm trying to remember... I get it mixed up. I think I had more shochu when I was in Japan than I had of sake. So I think most of the sake I've had is from a place, like a sake bar that's sort of nearby me. Oh my god, my birthday sister host trashed Hazard Beard. Had to take the wheel after a while. Oh, I did swing by. That's right. I remember him being around. So I think I did swing by, but I didn't get to like really watch a lot of the stream. Wait, what? I know there's a way to kill these guys. Ow. No, no! Ah! This may not even be what I gotta do, but feels right. Oh, no! Alright, that's one. Maybe I should... Oh, well, let me Z-target? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's... What is happening? Ah! This is not what I wanted. Oh, no. What? How? What? Okay. That is not what I expected. Oh, that is incredibly devious. That's kind of beautiful. I'm way into that. Left it nothing for 20 minutes straight. Hey guys, Chris's favorite drink is Malort. Pass it on. No! Don't you dare. Malort is the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna bring you like 10 bottles of it, Fox, and next time I see you, and make you drink it. So I'm not the only one that has to suffer that horrific drink. Alright, buddy. Oh no! Ah! I overshot it. I once decided to do a Sekido challenge in which I fought the Demon of Hatred and took a drink every time I died. Oof. I finished the bottle and beat it. Wow. Wow. That's kind of impressive. I fought the Demon Wild Tipsy. Beat that. I don't think I could. Shochu is more like brandy, isn't it? Shochu is just kind of like a stronger... I think it's actually the byproduct of sake. So it's basically... It tastes like a stronger version of sake. But it's more alcoholic and kind of... Typically is a little bit more of a punch in the face, but I really like it. It just tastes like a super dense sake. Whereas sake is usually a little bit lighter and a lot like easier to drink. So yeah, I guess it is kind of like a brandy in that sense. If I'm remembering what brandy is correctly. Because I don't know a ton about brandy, but I think you're right. Said shochu, but I heard soju. I don't remember what soju is. So what's your favorite sake called? Is it actually called annoying? Yeah, it is the Wandering Poet. Yeah, Wandering Poet is pretty good. That one's not crazy difficult to find most of the time too, which is sort of nice. Starts closed. How amazing is that? That is pretty amazing. That is super tricky. I kind of, that might be my favorite puzzle so far in this entire Master Quest. It's a great cascade of sort of earthy flavors that cavort on your tongue, so you're just finishing a favor. Yeah, yeah. And they put the other eyes to throw you off. Yeah, and I even was thinking like, oh, it's kind of a weird random spot to bring these eyes into the level design, but I was like, okay, I'll accept it for what it is. It's a Master Quest. Everything is weird here. But yeah, oh, it definitely did its job. It made me happy though that I tried to kill them, because otherwise it might have taken me a while. So good. I haven't seen you in so long. I know, Ray Foxen, it has been a long time. It's because we stopped going to Gen Con because I suck. Oh yeah, Dead Hand doesn't know what this Malord is. Malord is here, you know what? I'm gonna find the unofficial Malort commercial. I'm gonna show you. It'll paint the picture for you. Oh my god, I love everything about this. Just give that a watch. It'll basically tell you everything you need to know about Malort and Chicago's just insane love for it. It makes no sense. No sense at all. It's an Illinois thing. Yeah, brandy is like candy whiskey. Interesting. Soju that sounds like a Korean thing? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe I do know what it is then. At least I have a little bit more of an idea. Brandy is distilled spirit generally made from fruit, most commonly grapes. Oh, okay. So it's not crazy different than probably not the same process, but maybe similar in terms of how it gets to that point. Haven't been to Chicago in a minute. I mean, that's fair. You should come back. I know better pizza places now. Ah! No, 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 no. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, he's gonna do his little runaway thing. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, well, I got plenty of time, so I don't gotta worry about nothing. You know, it'd be one thing if those hands kind of moved around and chased you. I feel like that would be the thing to make this fight a little bit more interesting. Just unhinged jaw. Soju is made from rice, is clear and is between 17 and 53 alcohol per volume. Okay, it's basically straight ethanol. That's kind of what I thought it was, but I wasn't super sure about it. Hey, Malkarai! Wow, thank you so much for 3 months. Banjo for Smash hype. Right? I'm right there with you, man. Malkarai, how's it going? I'm gonna give you a little shout out. Thank you so much for 3 months. That means so much to me. Malkarai is the true hero of this timeline. They were last seen saving the world of Super Mario 64 universe. Watch their stream over it. That spot. Malkarai is also an absolute delight. And I caught a little bit of your Super Mario 64 stream, and it was a pretty darn good time. It was funny too, we were actually talking about that earlier in the stream and reminiscing on how terrifying the piano was in that game. Don't have a hype command, whoops. What do people normally do for hype commands? Do they just like, when you do the hype command, it just spits out a million emotes? Okay, depressed and sick. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, at the very least, I hope that the sick goes away and you heal, and then I hope that the sad goes away too. But, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You'll get through this. I guess in either way, I hope you have a good time over here. That's a place I've already been. It's definitely one of those things, these hover boots, where I think when I got them, Like when I played this game as a kid, anytime I got these slippers, basically, I never would take them off for the rest of the game. And like, now I'm just like, oh, they're so slippery. It's gonna drive me crazy. So I feel like I'm only gonna put them on when I actually need them. We already did this. What is that nonsense? Eat some PB, have some ACV, and play some Slime Rancher. You'll feel better in no time. Slime Rancher is so good. It's one of those ones that I'm always happy when people reference it, because it's one of those ones that I feel like people forget about. Oh man, I think there is a thing in that hole in the ground. I'm gonna go jump down there while I'm over here, because I don't want to miss it again. Lord sounds like a bit strong. Bit. Whoa! Hey, yeah! Oh wow, it's this spot. Oh, you know what? Maybe that makes sense. That might have been the case in the original game too. Okay, well either way, get that key. I bet you I was gonna need that too. Only not as good. Yeah, I mean, Malort is sort of like a super strong botanical liqueur. It's people try to claim that it's good, but it's I don't know. It always makes me sad when I see people mix it into a cocktail, because I'm just like, no, this cocktail could have been good until you did that. Why would you do that? Although I guess, to be fair, that's probably the way to make Malort palatable. But that's not what people do to drink it. They just drink it straight. They're all crazy. Oh, why did I just stand there? Oh, jeez. Everything's fine. There's no problems here. Ah! Trying to get back to where I left things off. Anyway, let's get some dill. Oh, maybe I have some of that. Have had something like that before, Teflon. Comments on that YouTube video are hilarious. Oh, it's so good. That video, when I first watched it, it had me, whoop. It had me cackling, like the kind of laughter that you tear up and you can't stop. Some of that Malort and Invade Chris's. Oh no, no! Don't do that to me. You wouldn't do that to me, would you, Felix? I wonder if this is a fairy spot. I don't know why else Navi is floating around there. Think he glitched that BMOS? Maybe Navi does just hang out there. I'll try this just in case. You can hear the thing firing even though you're out of range. Whoops. Oh yeah! Alright, cool. I'm not crazy at least. Oh right! I left things off right over here. Well, now I'm healed and wet. I don't really know how to feel about this. Lettermore Norwegian. Oh yeah, is mainly a Nordic botanical flavored spirit, not liqueur since it's not sweetened. Ah, usually with primary flavor of caraway or dill. Honestly, that sounds super interesting. I would totally, whoops, be down to try that one of these days. It just sounds like a good drink to experience. Just to understand it. The vile draught. I mean, I guess it's never too late, Felix. You're in the right area. Although apparently, even though it's a super Chicago thing, they stopped brewing Malort in Chicago a while back, and only somewhat recently started brewing it here again. I guess they realized that their audience was mostly just here. I think they brought it out to like Wisconsin or something. Everything is fine, I'm not worried about them at all. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, don't want that. That's gonna take a long time. Alright, so I'm gonna go lay down. Hey, no worries, Shido. I hope you, I hope all the stress eating didn't destroy your body too much. Ow! Ah! It's very Norwegian in heritage, so really embraces it. Ah, there you go. Gonna leave you on stream, but if I don't come back, have a good stream. Thank you so much for hanging out, Shiro. It means a lot to me that you enjoy being over here, and you're resub today, right? Double check that. But yeah, I think you did. Yeah. Oh no, you gifted. Oh, you did both! Ah, Shiro, you're fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight and for all your support. But I hope you feel better, and no worries if you don't come back. I know, well, you reminded me of my vacation there, where we went there during the... Oh. Jen went to Norway. Yeah, she went to Norway once for work. She went there on a cruise. Because one of her clients was a Norwegian cruise line, so they sent her on the cruise for free. I was so jealous. She hated it, at least at the time. Now she likes. She'll reminisce on it. I'm just like, what I would do to be able to go there on a Norwegian cruise. It sounds like one of the coolest things. I guess to be fair, she went in the dead of winter, so maybe it was mostly the lack of sunlight that I think got her. Gotta be in the front of the palace during their midday event. One of the times I went out in a social limb since moving to the city was going to during the last month. So glad I did. Ooh, this sounds very interesting. I don't know anything about it. I too am incredibly Norwegian, which is why I survive the barren, icy wastelands of Minnesota daily. There you go. Yeah, I guess I'll sing the Sun Song. I love Minnesota. That's definitely a place that I used to frequent that I kind of miss. I love the nature there. And honestly, the people there were pretty cool too. I genuinely never met a mean person from Minnesota. But I do miss, I used to take annual trips there. I would go to Bemidji. Because my buddy had I guess his family had like a lake house there. And then the best part was honestly just going into Bemidji, into town, and hitting up all the pawn shops. I don't know why, it was so fun, so silly. Lefse and moose stew. Ooh, I never had any of that stuff. Being from North Dakota, can confirm everyone around here is nice. I can believe that, honestly. That was a long time ago since I was in North Dakota, but I want to go back there someday. 17th of May is Norwegian Constitution Day. In parts of the U.S. has become a celebration of Norwegian heritage. Oh, wow, that's kind of interesting. Never met a mean Minnesotan? Hi, we're assholes, man. Oh, ha. I mean, maybe they're just nice to me because they knew I wasn't from Minnesota, but yeah, I don't know. I always had a good time. Okay, so we gotta go. There we go. Rough equivalent of Norwegian July 4th. That's kind of what I took from that too. So that makes sense. Hey, that's cool though. I like that. Oh no. Okay, I guess I need the hover boots for that. That does sound like it would be a really cool time to go visit though. Oh, never mind. I guess I got it the other way. What? Yeah. Yeah. I do kind of like this puzzle. I'm just happy that they don't have like a wall master being a real pain in my butt this whole time. So we have something called the Norsk Høstfest, which is pretty much a Norwegian Swedish that area where you can eat signature food, get different crafts, and so on and forth, or so forth. That sounds fantastic though. That sounds like a ton of fun. I feel like this is a trap. Am I gonna fall on spikes? I guess not. Man, that is pretty enticing. I'd be way into that. Whoa, that was not what I was expecting. Do I want to go up there? Or do I just want to go under it? I don't really know. So wait, what about the other door? Is that door just nothing? Huh. Well, I guess I'll go in there. That might be a sculpture or something. Oh. Or a key? This was a key before. I don't know what it is now. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I guess it is a chest. So was I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, the chest is upstairs. I see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ow. I deserve that. Weirdly enough, the hover boots let you walk over those spikes, but only for a second or two. Oh, interesting. For whatever reason, they got Gabriel Iglesias in I can never. Oh yeah, maybe I said it right. Iglesias, the fluffy guy, to perform and attend and perform this year. I mean, that's pretty sweet. I mean, like, I could see that even being a thing where it's like, probably just wanted to do it because it was a cool fest. You may be able to hover most of the time, but not when I pop you off the cliff. Gabriel manages to be both clean and funny. I don't think I've heard a ton of his stuff, but I definitely know I've gotten a good few chuckles out of him, or out of his content. All right, is a key? Just a ruby. Well then. I feel tricked. Lived in North Dakota my whole life, but never have been to Høstfest. Ah, trap. Yeah, maybe it is just a trap room. Oh well. All I can say is that I did my darndest. All right. I guess that's how this is gonna go. Oh well, I'm a doof. Probably want me to use my fancy dancy hover boots. There we go. Speaking of hover boots, has anyone else played Cadence of Hyrule yet? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm way into it. And they brought the hover boots back into there. So just spent a couple of minutes trying to figure out how to type. I do that all the time. Just trying to like figure out how to do the weird characters. Ha. Why worry about wind when you have iron boots? I've not played Cadence of Hyrule. Also, I'm definitely tempted to stream it early in the Chrono stream. I probably, if I do stream it, everything is a pain. Hey, all right, it's back. Sorry about that. One of these days, I swear. The best though is when the hiccup randomly decides to not happen. It's forever a mystery to me. Stream is gone. Should be back up. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Anyway. Oh, I got a free fairy out of it. I won't argue with that. Get him out of here. Oh, I still have my iron boots on. It's like, why am I moving so slowly? Easy peasy. You give me that. Oh, wow, it was targeting the face. I thought it was targeting the Skulltula. Alright, what do we got in there? Nothing. Alright, Navi. Here, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Those who have the sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. That's what... Oh, that's right. But, what if it's a trick? That's what I'm thinking. Is it the same? Oh, no, it is the same. Huh. Would you look at that? This redhead families, you monster. Oh, Redet. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Iron boots. In case Link drops something on his foot. Hyrule OSHA approved. There you go. Sound like anyone else that Navi is saying blue? Yeah, I could absolutely hear that. It never really crossed my mind until then, but yeah, I kind of know what you mean. I feel like relying on just the air current though isn't going to be enough for that. Alright, we're gonna throw those handy dandy normal boots back on. Need help choosing? Roommate got me pasta, but got himself one as well. Got one of each. Medium marinara and chicken alfredo. Chicken alfredo. Yeah, I agree with Felix. Easy. Like, I miss eating chicken for things like chicken alfredo. It's so good. Apparently they plan to have Wind Temple and these fans were going to be used. Oh, marinara, easy. I mean, I guess to be fair, that is a pretty hard choice. I'm not usually crazy about marinara though. I feel like there's usually, there's usually better tomato-based sauces. But I guess I only ever eat bad American, like, store-bought marinara, so what do I know? It's just usually too sweet for me. I want it to be like more sour or more savory. Ah, more rupees. Oh, there was a Skulltula in there. Huh. I did not even consider that. Oh no! Oh, hold on, hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Chicken Alfredo is great, especially when you get some broccoli in there. You're making me hungry. All right. Are you gonna give me a bundle of bullshit? Oh, where is the key? Shoot, man. All right. Did I miss something in one of the past rooms? Yeah, I did. Doopy doopy. Okay, good marinara's tops. Yeah, all right. I guess. Oh, I see. I guess probably I should wait until the fan's not blowing. That makes sense. Spinach mushrooms in there. Mmm. Man, that does sound super good, right? No! Alright, yeah. That also makes sense. Should probably go away from the fans before I go charging in there. Alright, alright. So it doesn't look like there's any other secret doorways over here. I guess I could just thump my way all the way over there. Home cooked in general. I mean, that's fair. It is pretty much almost impossible to beat home cooking most of the time. I'm spoiled. Jen does a lot of cooking here. Otherwise, I would eat a lot of just like boring nonsense. Probably a lot of eggs, actually. That's what I would probably eat. It's not great for my cholesterol. Oh, that was a hole. Oh, I'm extra dumb. It was the door that I was right next to. Link, please. Link, please. Stop climbing back up. I'm begging you. Thank you. Mushroom Alfredo. Oh, jeez. Still got 45 more minutes before I can eat. I forget what Jen was making today. Something with turkey. Oh, there it is. Not like mushrooms, but now they're amazing. Mushrooms are tops. Definitely one of my favorite things to add in most food. How does it smell? What? To be wrong? There it is. I got it. Let's get out of here. Ooh, we're going. We're going. There we go. You gotta be careful about eggs and cholesterol, but as with everything, eat in moderation and it's all good. Yeah, pretty much exactly that. I know that almost every time I get blood work, the doctor's like, your cholesterol's really high for being so young. You should maybe not do that, eat the way that you eat. I'm like, yeah, right. You're probably right. One coming up. Oh, did she make a Taco Bell? Nah, I don't think she's making a Taco Bell this time. Sorry, Felix, I did totally miss that message. Oh, maybe it wasn't a gold Skulltula. Maybe it's just a normal one of these dudes. Oh, no, it definitely is. Alright. I gotta pull this whole block all the way over there. I'm starting to wonder, I have been better off. Nah, it doesn't really matter. Is it Skullchola? I always read it as Skulltola. I mean, it's like Tarantula, so it's Skullchola, right? Skulltola. I guess it would be Tarantula, or is it Tarantula? Now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, I don't know. Yes! Hello, my scarecrow friend. I always knew we would cross paths again. That's just a normal Skulltula. What is this nonsense? Back in the normal game, I'm pretty sure this was a gold Skulltula spot. Well, alright. This game's just trolling me now. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Skulltula, Tarantula, yeah, that makes sense. Skulltula, Skullchula, either way, spawn of Satan and it needs to be cast into the abyss. I don't disagree. You're not wrong. Alright, here we go. Now I just gotta make sure I don't get tied up, says the Lich. I mean, maybe the Lich would be the one who would best know. Well, the person isn't really the word. I'm just not feeling this stream vibe anymore. Yeah, it can be pretty hard to keep up with it. I've gone in and out of similar feelings, so you're not alone there, man. Alright, these guys ain't nothing. Maybe it's a little weirdly easier to fight them on the boat? I don't know if that is a thing or not. All I know is I used to wear the hover boots here, and oh man, does it mess you up. Because you're changing elevation so much that it throws you off. Went through that for a while. Sometimes taking a vacation from it can be the best thing. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's okay for it to not be your thing, too. If you decide that it's not what you want to do, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I agree with Foxen. Sometimes you just gotta take some time away from it and just figure out if it's what you want to keep doing and, you know, maybe how to rework it to get more of what you want out of it. Here's Skulltula. I don't see Skulltula. Maybe it's on one of those, like, high up platforms? Oh, maybe it's even just over there. Well, hold on now. What do I do about this door? There's some shenanigans going on over here. Fun with a lot of things, but spiders is where I draw the line. I mean, that's fair. I love spiders, but also I understand why people don't like them. It's classy Lich. Crypt is decorated with very tastefully. We're talking rich mahogany, none of the skulls, or none of this skulls and dust and spiders nonsense. There you go. That's exactly it. I never decide what I want to do with my stream. Classic stuff, the game I'm into the moment, bleh. Yeah, it is. It's a weird juggle. That's kind of why I'm happy I settled on the like type of the chrono stream thing, because I feel like because that's how I tend to like to play games. It's sort of made choosing what I'm doing with the stream a little bit easier. But yeah, it's not easy to kind of figure out what'll work best for you and like what'll grow an audience but also still be fun for you. Oh, there's that sneaky boy. Okay. So what do I do about this? That's That's some weird stuff. Unless maybe I didn't want to be on top of it. Hey, welcome back, Shido. With Chicken Alfredo. Aw, yeah. I do love mahogany. There you go. Maybe there's like a... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's a... scarecrow spot? Could be. Now he's not really flying up there, but... audience is odd and small. Yeah, you know, and sometimes that's for the best, you know? If that's what's gonna make you the happiest. Like, I like all the folks that hang out. Like, you know, I'm not a big streamer or anything, but I feel like all of you folks make every stream so much more interesting than it would be otherwise. Like, I'm super happy with, I don't know, just everything that how this stream has come together. I really can't complain at all. Maybe I chose a bad Scarecrow song because I keep messing it up. There's a lot of people I know that do variety streams. I have no idea how to hit that switch. Maybe I fall through the ceiling at some point. I guess we'll go over here and see what happens. Oh, that's the... No, this is the boss. So I definitely have to find a way over there. Ow, of course. Alright, I'll figure that out. We'll be close. That's all I really care about. Yeah, I don't really make any money on it either. It's just a hobby. Yeah, I mean, any of the money that I make on this stream, it basically goes toward funding getting the games for the Chrono stream, which is super nice that people are even willing to sub and donate, because for a while it was definitely like the only way I could afford buying some of the games. Well, even like, that's like why we have the Philips CDI. That one was crazy though. I'm still shocked that Questionably Insane donated as much money as he did. It's the son of a carpenter, cabinet maker. I mean, I know how that goes. Now that Tony fellow, not so sure about him. He's a bad influence. He is a bad influence. That's why we need him. Gotta have someone to seep some, I don't know, some bad doing into the stream. Such a push to turn hobbies into side hustles, and I can't stand it. I agree with that, Fox, and I mean, like, it's weird, right? Like, there's definitely a side of me that's like, well, I really want Affinity Archives to be a full-time gig, but I think the full-time part of it, I want it to be the game development. Like, I'm perfectly happy with the stream not ever being a full-time thing, because it's never what I meant for it to be. I want it to just kind of be fun, and I want people that hang out here to have a good time too, you know? And I feel like you lose some of that when you get super big. Yeah, I mean, like, the best I could hope for is if anything like that ever did happen, that I just manage it well enough to keep things interesting. But man, I know it would be hard to keep up with anything going on in chat at a certain point. I don't know how some of those people do it. It's crazy. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this again. Maybe they're missing something with this. So all for doing Borderlands 3 for the 24-hour stream and beating the game. Ah, yeah. See, there's another favorite of mine. Oh, I'm a doof. Wow, how did I not see that the first time? Oh, probably because I was standing on top of it. Good job, Chris. Aha! Whoa, I did not notice that other one pop up right next to me. We millennials seem to feel like we're not allowed to do something that has no benefit other than our own personal enjoyment. Or, yeah, I totally agree with that. I think a lot of it just comes down to so many of us are struggling to, like, make a living out of things that we love. Like, there's so much out there, right, where people just kind of wish they could work a job that they can enjoy, right? Like, I consider myself super fortunate that I'm able to work in the games industry. That's something that a lot of people aspire to do that isn't always easy to get into. And, you know, I felt that way when I was working in CRM, too. So I think there's a lot of people, like a lot of millennials definitely feel this want to work a job that doesn't make them miserable, but also be able to live off of it. And since entertainment culture is so, or entertainment media is so prevalent in our culture, it seems like that's a natural fit for a lot of trying to solve that. I think I'm very, not phrasing this the best, but yeah, I don't know. I agree that we shouldn't feel this need to make things for our personal enjoyment be a side hustle. But at the same time, I think that's still a better alternative than, you know, having to work a grinded 9-to-5 job when you really don't want or can't sustain that lifestyle, I think is maybe the better way of putting it. That was not what I was expecting. Oh, goodness. I mean, I guess this is fine. Ow, I can't reach him when I do that. Just gotta do the normal slashies. I mean, I know not enough millennials that have the same problem. You're fantastic, Teflon. All of you guys. And I'm so fortunate that I can just quit my miserable job because my husband makes enough to support us on his own. Oh yeah, no, and like I feel that too. If for a while Jen was supporting me because I got laid off from my job and decided to take a major pay cut and go back to the games industry, and she put up with a lot of just insane stuff from me just trying to make a basic livable income, and it took, you know, 2 years for me to make enough money to get to that point, and now I finally am. So now Jen and I are actually able to save up money, which is really, really nice considering our wedding's around the corner. Is that blood in a Zelda game? Oh, it absolutely is. I'm pretty sure it's jam. Okay, so that was not a key. So that's cool. But that's one chest scratched off the list. Not today. The trick is to just never let them get a chance to attack. Ooh, I did need more Deku nuts. Alright, we're gonna go in here next. Yeah, Ocarina of Time Ganon coughs up blood. Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. So this is the one, I think, where we throw... Yeah, we just... Oh. Well, there's a key just sitting here. Not really sure what that's about, but, you know. Well, I'm quitting at the end of July, but I do have to go to work tomorrow. At least, so I'm gonna say goodnight, fam. Ah, well, thank you so much for hanging out, Foxen, and thank you so much. Were you one of the resubs? There's so many today. Yeah, you were. Oh, that's right, because you were the full year, Foxen. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I hope you get some good rest and kick some butt at work tomorrow, I guess. Judging by the things that in that room, some not nice things went down in there. Yeah, I agree with that. My problem is that I expect too much of streaming. Yeah, I guess it could be. Like, somehow make my career overnight. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I know that feel, man. That's kind of how I approached YouTube. I put 3 years into that thinking that I could make not a sustainable income, but, you know, something to fund, at least be a source of revenue for my company. And it didn't even come remotely close to that. in 3 years of creating YouTube content, we only made enough ad revenue for 1 paycheck, and then YouTube didn't want to give it to us. So it was 3 years that was hard, and we did build a pretty awesome community, but it was just hard to build up more than, you know, it took us 3 years to I think hit about 800 people. And I'm still super grateful for the 800 people that found our show and enjoyed us enough to subscribe to it. But it was a grind to even just get noticed. Which, to be fair, maybe it wasn't the most interesting, most shareable stuff. Teflon! Thank you so much for the sub! You're an absolute delight! That means so much to me. Sorry, I got caught up in my spiel. Teflon, do you stream? I don't remember. I feel like you certainly have. Well, I'll give you a shout out anyway. I was gonna make a separate like non-streamer shout out and then like a streamer shout out, but oh yeah, thank you so much, Felix, for using your mod privileges to do the shout out. Keep that sub train rolling. Thank you so much, Teflon. I'm just happy that you enjoy the show enough to want to support it like that. It means a lot to me. Teflon Soul is the true hero of the timeline. They were last saving the world in the Freedom Planet universe. I think I remember that game. I've in the past, but it's been a long time. Looking to start up again soon. Ooh, well in that case, then I'm gonna. If I'm not yet, I think I am following you. Okay, cool. I am following you. Then I don't want to miss it. you do have the power, Felix. I mean, like, you're more than welcome to use it, man. It only helps me out because then I don't have to type it up. And I'm gonna mistype it one of these days. I'm gonna be a real fool. So I don't even remember what I played last because it's been like 5 months. It's okay, that happens. Not sure how long it's been, probably a couple of years. Ooh, well then that's even more exciting if you pick it back up again. Did I get all the chests from here? I guess so. There's 2 in the last room though. Hunt him down. Oof. Well, when you put it like that, Felix, I don't know if I should be nervous or happy. Oh, I see. That room is locked. Ah, that's how you know it's got the goods. Alright, easy peasy. Oh, right. Oh, man. This room put me into an absolute panic when I played this as a kid. It took me so long to realize that I could do this. Oh, of course. You know, I had the hunch that they might turn those into fire bats instead of killing them. But I was like, that's not how this works, is it? Well, it is this time. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright. I guess I worked out. Well, first we get the important chest. Then we'll pick up that scrap stuff on the side. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, at least they gave us magic in case we were dunces. Felix is like the Agent 47 of streams. I'm into that. Your aim in this with the bow is like my aim with the bow in Monster Hunter World. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I promise I'm not always terrible. I did manage to at least complete the archery challenge in Majora's Mask somehow. That was insane though. It took forever to figure or to get down. I think it was this one. Guess I could also just look at the map. It's pretty clever. Basically forcing you to fill the room with fire bats. Oh yeah, I actually really love that too. That's what he's talking about. 5 whole rupees, boy! Ah, yeah. I really want to get back into Monster Hunter World. It's been a hot second, and I know what, in September maybe they've got the expansion coming out. It's gonna be awesome. Wasn't there a trailer for the live action movie that just hit the YouTubes today? Was it? It was circulating at work, but I haven't been paying too close attention to it. I should probably wear my slippers. Change blade and longsword main, or charge blade and longsword main. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think I was a mace or the club. It was some like big honkin' weapon that did blunt damage, I think. I don't totally remember. Maybe not. I don't. It's been so long. Oh, no, no, no. Ooh, I'm gonna get that Skulltula. Oh. Alright, just gotta get it from over here. Oh, no, no. Why is it so difficult to move around? Gun lane and bow main here. Ooh, those ones, that one's tricky. I've wanted to figure that one out, but I feel like I'm not clever enough for that. Do I enjoy Greatsword in SAS2? I want to try the, what is it, the Bug Lance? That one looks crazy to me. Look at that. One of mine has put nearly 1,000 hours into Monster Hunter World. Pretty insane. That is crazy. I mean, like, impressive. Man, though, like, if I ever work on a game that entices people to put that much time into it, I'll consider my career a success. You cannot even comprehend my wrath. Just an angry face. Oh, I missed the face. Oh, I see. September, the expansion comes to consoles, but not for PC users. It's winter. Ah, I got you. Okay, so then I'll get the expansion. Whoop, all right, here we go. Do I want to keep the hover boots on? I can't remember if that was a good thing or a bad thing for this fight. Because you bounce around so much. Basic one to a greatsword. Yeah. Don't think you played Monster Hunter since Try on the Wii. That was the first one I ever played, and I had no idea what I was doing. So paltry next to the power of the ochre side. I see. Met my boyfriend playing that game. Oh, that's actually really cool. Huh. Bug Lance equals insect leap. Oh, okay. I see. It was mostly a sword and shield guy. Probably next most with longsword or switch axe. Ooh, switch axe is cool. If you say I have 140 hours in Xbox, I actually maxed out the time at... Wow, jeez. Bongo Bongo. Please, that's Andros. It totally is Andros. I don't like the hover for this fight. Alright, I'll take it off. I'll see how it goes. I couldn't remember if it disrupts the bow and arrow or not by not having it, but maybe it's worse if you do have it? I don't know. Try was my first exposure to Monster Hunter also. Hey, cool. I remember I rented it from, I think, Blockbuster, which sounds so like ancient times at this point. But yeah, I put some decent time into it just because I got really invested in the game cycles. At least 4,000 hours into Try. Oh man, Nintendo loves their hand bosses. Born to hand jive, baby. Oh yeah, maybe it is worse with the oh. There we go. Get him nice and close. Yeah, bongo bongo. What's up, buddy? There we go, that's one, and two. And eyeball. Bloop. In that energy. Still got plenty of arrows, I'm not too worried about that. And that's one. And two. Oh, Never mind, not two. There's two. Yeah, just snag that energy right here. Oh boy. It's a little too close for comfort. Ow! Get up, Link! We got work to do. And here comes the steam train. Oh, he gets faster. I didn't realize that. Oh, I feel like it's maybe one more hit. Oops. Ah, no. Put me down. There we go. Ah, I thought I could snag that. Yes! Got him. Whew. Man, guys, lots and lots of eyes. Kind of eye fetish. Ugh. I just want to be handy like the tools they are. Should be on their company card. Nintendo, we love hands and eyeballs. Bongo Bongo was my favorite boss as a kid. I wish there was more lore about him. I totally agree. Let's see. He's definitely up there for one of my favorite Zelda bosses. Definitely put up, I think, the best fight as when I fought him as a kid. Still really like the Water Temple boss, though. What do you think they... all about the motion controls? Still laughing at the comment I made, by the way. Could continue 2 more hits. You were so wrong. How dare you? I was 1 hit off. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need an ire lung after I'm done wheezing at that one. Fun fact, if you have ice arrows, you can freeze his hands. There's a special animation. I could have gotten the ice arrows, couldn't I? Do I get those from... where do I get the ice arrows from? Do I get it over in Zora's domain? I feel like I have to, right? I kind of forgot about that. Is it weird that the Water Temple boss scared me more as a child than Bongo Bongo? Nah, I totally get that. From the lake. Oh! That's right, okay. I forgot about that. The boy with the noble Zelda's ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of the Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now, I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. Ah, yeah. Medallion time. Oh, I think you're thinking of the fire arrows, Felix. Burrito training ground. Goat's Temple only shows up after you loot and unlock the doors. Yeah, that's right. She's bad at her job. Impa low-key hitting on Link. I mean, maybe. Some lazy sages in this game. Lens flare. J.J. Abrams, get out of here. Ah, back to the good old graveyard. Alright, maybe there's still a heart piece up there? I'm gonna see. So I might just be able to hookshot onto that box. And then maybe there's a heart piece inside that box? Ah, get out of here, you stinking Poe. Definitely can't see it from here. Can I go on top of the grave? Yeah. Yeah. Don't knock me off. I got important business to do. Oh, it worked. Hey, look at that. Well, I'm gonna go that far. Oh, my eyeballs are not camera lenses. I've eaten almost all the Alfredo now, and now I feel fat. That's a good thing. That means shoot. What's the phrase? I don't know. Satisfied? It's definitely not the phrase I'm trying to think of. But that's, I'm jealous of that. That's how you should feel after a good chicken Alfredo. It's nice and heavy and delicious. I want some chicken Alfredo. Satiated. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Well, they should definitely have another upgrade from the Sculptula boys. What you got for me? Hey! Is that Navi? I've gotten so good at tuning out Navi. It's friend Albert. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. Yes. It's huge. 500 rupees. I will take it. Alright, let's see. What time is it? 10:48. So I only got about 15 more minutes in the stream, but I'm going to start the Gerudo stuff. Might not even take that long, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have the quick travel over to the desert yet. That's a Fat Albert joke, I think. Oh, I see. Oh, hey, Epona. Wow, you've been very patiently waiting for me for a very long time. Hey. Almost time for Felix to head home. Hey, that's great. Remember the Gerudo part from the Game Grumps playthrough, and Aaron got so mad. You know, for a while, I definitely was more on the side of like, I'll give Aaron the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's easy to kind of miss things in a lot of games, especially when you're doing a Let's Play. Like, it just inherently makes a lot of games more difficult. More and more lately, I keep being like, Aaron, please, just pay attention, man. It's fine. You don't have to get so angry. Although there was one recently too that I was like, yeah, I'd be pissed too. Why did I do that? Oh, probably because I just saw the big Poe pop up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill it. Oh. Oh, it just turns into a normal Poe? That's lame. Oh, right, I can't break the gray ones. Never mind. Should totally look into me being able to distribute my coins. Oh, absolutely. I know it's a thing that I could do. I just got to set it up. But yeah, I have no issue with that. Have you seen the Game Grumps Twilight Princess playthrough? It makes me cry inside. It kind of makes me cry inside too. I completely mirror that sentiment. The thing is though, and I totally agree with Aaron on this, I don't remember that game almost at all. So a lot of the stuff that they're going through, I'm just like, wow, it's like the first time I've seen this. And I feel like I'm going to feel that way when I play through it on the stream too. And in a way, it's kind of nice. It'll be a fresh experience. But that game is way better than I think Aaron was giving it credit for. He was getting so angry at something recently, and oh, it was the horse, like, caravan sequence. Oh, man. I was just like, this is way less complicated than he thinks it is. Oh, you're heading out, Malcray? Sorry, I might have missed some of your comments. Or maybe not. Thanks for the stream. Going to sleep. Hopefully feel better for work. And thanks for the advice, everyone. Well, thank you so much for swinging by, Malcray. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope you get some good rest. I definitely hope you feel better. And, thank you again for the resub, man. It means a lot to me. But yeah, get some good rest. Feel good tomorrow. At least, I hope you feel good tomorrow. And yeah. Now he's rooting for you. Well, shit. Okay. I guess... Alright, I can't do anything with Carpenter Man. I don't remember... Oh. Well, I guess there's a Skulltula over here. Okay. Hey, do this, Aaron. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, it's basically exactly how it goes. It's funny, too, because I think he gets... A lot of his frustrations come from, like... He gets it in his head, like, oh, I have to solve this thing this way. And so he stops experimenting for solutions. It's like, nah, man, this was way simpler, a totally different route. You just stop trying new things. Which is fine, like, everyone kind of does that when they play games. It's just like, I wish I could help. I think my favorite Game Grumps series is still Sonic 06. Everyone knows that game is terrible, so no one cared how much they crapped on it. I kind of agree with that, honestly. That's definitely one of those things that at least turns me off of a lot of streamers, is when I hop into a stream and, you know, within like the first 10 minutes they're complaining about the game or they're blaming the game for their failures. It's just like, I just want to see people have fun. I don't want to see people just get upset constantly. So it's like, games like Sonic 06, it's like, well, you're entering it with that expectation. So yeah, it doesn't bother as much. The best AoE 2-player is the same way with the campaign. He's also so clueless about his crazy skill sets. Let him win anyway. I kind of agree. So I really disagree with Aaron when it comes to the story and the world building. So I love it. I think the game needs a good story. A good game needs a good story. Aaron's all, the story doesn't matter. I think it's a little bit of both. I think some games do really need the good story, and some it doesn't matter, and that's also totally... well, there I go. And sometimes it really doesn't matter. I think the game that we're working on for the Affinity project, it's definitely a game that doesn't need a story at all. I think the game that it's based on is pretty indicative of that. But we're kind of making the effort to try to, not with dialogue, but with like, I don't know, more sprinkled narrative to like tell a really interesting kind of weird story with it. Rex out at the Gerudo music. Yeah, it's so good. How is this music so amazing? I think there's a way to snag this chest. I think. I swear I've done it before. Maybe it won't work. That's okay. I'm better off going down anyway. The best one, in my opinion, was our first playthrough of Sonic Adventure 2. That frog sequence. Yes. Oh, I agree with that. That one had me cackling. Said during the Twilight Princess playthrough in the comment section went nuts. Stop shooting when you're breaking into their house. Well, you know, I gotta save these stupid knuckleheads that also broke in here. Oh, Chris, I do agree that not every game needs a story, but I often find games I like are the... I mean, and that's totally cool too. I don't disagree with that at all. I always forget that if they hit you with the right type of strike, they'll auto capture you. I made that mistake while I was playing the randomizer a few weeks back. she's mid flying away. That's pretty great. Okay, I'm done with my Alfredo and going to bed now for realsies. Ah, good night, Cheeto. Thanks for hanging out, man. Link's fights from Iron Knuckles with huge axes, yet surrenders to some lady 20 feet away with a pole arm. I mean, it's different when it's an entire settlement of people that will probably hunt you down. Also, they made a point that Link never kills them, which I feel like that's an important distinction, because the Iron Knuckles are still not human. That's very Nintendo. We're really interested in joining their all-female group, but they locked us up just like this because we're men. We don't care about the Gerudo anymore. They're so rude. 3 of my fellows have also been captured, so please help them escape too. You know what? It's because you didn't listen to the rules. That's why they captured you. They said you're not allowed here, and you just waltzed in here thinking you could get away with whatever you wanted. Well, you know what, mister? Not putting up with this nonsense. I'm gonna save you anyway, because I don't want you to die, and I need you to fix that bridge. But we gotta talk. Just shoots the ladies with arrows. They're not wearing armor, Chris. I mean, who needs armor when you have lots of armor? Am I right? You're killing them. Is this another one? Yeah. Hey, young man over here. The things he fights are not human. Also, game mechanic. Yeah. Though Ganondorf is human. He was human before Ganon took over him. Oh crap, it's the time fuzz. Gotta behave. Radio Tom, how's it going, buddy? I was lurking in your stream earlier today. How's it going, man? How's your day been? Also, I enjoyed seeing you be a guest on Dewey's podcast. I definitely was lurking in there too, but I should have said something. Ah, no, no, no! I'm too young to die. Oh, that was risky business. Yeah, you kill him. Hey, I had no idea you would shoot those skull things for items. Yeah, they're always like dinky little items, but the Master Quest has me in that mindset of like, you gotta shoot everything. Anything could be an important secret. Watch yourself, son. The Time Federation is watching everything. You're the guy with the avatar in your stream? Nah, I don't think so. Something exciting with yourself? Not much, man. I mean, work is finally calming down a little bit, but it's about to turn into another shit show, so we'll see how that goes. But I really can't complain. Actually, things are going super well, because the wedding planning it's going very well despite me falling behind schedule on other things. Oops. Oh, I think you're thinking of Wick's Life, Felix. Now I understand. Time Federation is watching everything, even my special times. Oh boy, I'm so sorry, Time Feds. Oh, we're not. I think the Gerudo guards are some of the most fun enemies to fight in this game, since they're basically just more agile stealthos. I 100% agree. And even just the understanding of like, if I mess this up, they will auto-capture me. I think that adds a lot of pressure to fighting them, that it makes it interesting. It makes it really cool. I'm way into it. I might have messed up. Is she gonna come this way? Oh, she's not. I'm just gonna hang out right here. I don't think I dropped anything, even though it gave me the badoopadoops. glad everything is going well. How long till the wedding? 5 months. It is creeping up quick. That's why I gotta get off my butt and... Oh, there was another one. That's why I gotta get off my butt and finish doing things like save the dates and invites and... I guess those are the two probably most burning things. But other than that, we should be okay. We finally booked our honeymoon stuff, so it's actually super nice to have that off our plate. Chris is mine because it only does daytime surveillance. I'm the night patrol. There you go. She wanted to dance, now she can't move her legs. Yeah, it is right around the corner. It's... Oh, why did I do that? That was a bad idea. That's also not the right item. She can still dance, maybe. Yeah, you better get caught. It's okay, Felix. They'll be okay. They're my tranquilizer arrows. It's new technology for this fantasy era. I think I just bypassed a bunch of stuff that maybe... Well, maybe it's fine. I don't remember. Did you weigh them? What are you talking about? Check their medical history? Yes, absolutely I did, because they all are the exact same character model. So... Oh, maybe this is how I'm supposed to get to that chest. Sneaky. Although I'm sure there's probably still a better way. Get all the things. Yeah. Oh, there's a scarecrow thing up there. That's probably how I'm supposed to do this. That's okay. I like cheating this system. Tranquilizers can kill. Not a true one if you don't 100%. Oh, don't do that to me, Wellendor. Also, how's it going? I didn't realize that was you at first. And you've invaded their privacy as well, potentially killing them. I mean, I guess that's a fair point, but I'm still gonna break into their fortress and steal all their men. They can't stop me. How's it going, Wellendor? What's new and exciting, man? I don't remember if I want to go down there or stay up here, but this might have been the spot that I got caught. Totally is. Alright, well in that case, everything's honky-dory. No, I want to go up there. This is agonizing. Agonizing! I guess that's probably what they wanted me to do. And I'll take their arrows. You're bad, man. Small price to pay for victory. Exactly. I mean, you don't have to listen to me unless it comes to doing the Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross next. It could happen. I think there's a third game too in that franchise, but I think it's a weird one. So I don't really know where it falls in. No cost too great. Way to shoot the ladies. Ah, well, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. What do you think if you hop into that soup they're cooking, it will actually hurt you? I didn't know that. That's kind of amazing. I was secretly hoping that you'd say like it would spit out a fairy or something, but that's way better. Oh, hey there. I mean, everything's fine. Oh, oh, that was good. That almost could have been a capture attack. Oh, oh. I just missed every important swipe there. There we go. There we go. Whew. Yeah, there she is. Slowly ascending. Ban me. No, Felix. You can't ban me. Actually, it would be really funny. Time cup, taser, arrows. There you go. I've just been watching runs of those two, and I'm getting hyped to play them again. There you go. I mean, if you play them, I'm definitely gonna enjoy watching you, because I've never played Chrono Cross, and I feel like I didn't play Chrono Trigger the right way. So I wanna see some of the alternate endings, or even just the alternate paths, because I don't know, I was a real dunce when I played it. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. For now, FF5 time for me for a while. I mean, that's fair. I don't actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I know much about FF5. So people that followed E3 closely, I hear there's some Mana collection coming out. Oh yeah, it's already out. And they're remaking Trials of Mana. But yeah, they released the whole collection. Alright. This is where I just was not that long ago. Ah, no, this is where I wanted to go, I think. Okay, yeah, because I don't think she turns the corner in the place that I thought I just was. Okay, alright. We got this. Can I reach that from? No, I can't even see it. Comcast. Did we have another hiccup? Where's my stream health? Looks like it should have been okay. I did drop a couple of frames. Shiro, I thought you were supposed to go to bed. So people that followed it, oh, Mana Collection. What games are part of that one? I know it's like the main three. I forget the name of the first one. And then there's Secret of Mana, and then there's Trials of Mana. But I think there's other games in that franchise, and I don't remember if those were included too. It's the 4-job fiesta, raising money for charity, so I'm letting a Twitter bot choose which jobs I use. Whoa, that's kind of cool. That sounds incredibly challenging. And if that were to happen to me, I'd probably lose very quickly. Right. Now I remember this flow. Your penance in the Tower of Solitude. This is fine. Ooh. Okay, so maybe I go up here. And then wait a second. I think maybe that's the doorway that I want to go. Hold on, I gotta try something. Gotta get off chat and lurk. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for hanging out, Felix. And thank you so much for the lurk too, buddy. And I hope you drive home safe, please. Right now I've got Monk and Mystic Knight, pretty OP. I feel like I remember hearing about Mystic Knights. Monk is super OP if you do it right. I know in original Final Fantasy, Monk was the one that just got more actions, right? If they didn't have a weapon. It could be crazy though, I don't know. Keep the timeline safe, kids. Have a good night, Felix. Guess I got a release of that game. I guess a release of that game was too much to ask for. Which one? Monks in FF5 don't use weapons, hit pretty hard, and get a lot of HP. Ooh, okay, that is pretty good. Okay, so I guess I want to just be up there. So maybe I just gotta loop around here and... In fact, maybe this is exactly where I want to be. So maybe I didn't need to go this way in the first place. Come on, come on. There we go. Probably could just sneak past them up there the entire time. But, might as well play it safe. Yeah, okay, I think this is where I needed to be. Unless I already was in there, and I'm just crazy. I think this is exactly it. Okay. I just gotta wait for her to turn around the corner. Drawbacks is that they are a little slow and can't equip a lot of good defensive equipment, so they take hits not so well. I gotcha. That makes sense. Just want some more arrows. I'll take some blue rupees. Yes, okay, this is the one. This is the hardest one to find. Mystic Knight uses magic sword, even can one-shot one of the 4 parts of the final boss. Jeez, that's crazy. I mean, that's kind of cool too. That does sound kind of OP though, just on its own. That's cool though. That like alone makes me want to check out 5 at some point though. Just to understand the Mystic Knight class. Oop. I thought she was supposed to have the special uniform. Maybe this is only the 3rd guy? Oh, I feel like I've lost track. I thought this was number 4 though. I think everyone should play all the SNES Final Fantasies. I do need to get off my butt and play them. Oh, there it is. It's like, where'd that darn key go? I started playing FF6 for the first time, but still haven't made it super far in. So I still got a ways to go. I gotta just get off my butt and play more of it. Yo, hold up. Shiro, you're supposed to be sleeping. Because the question really should be, when the Final Fantasy Chronos stream start. Oh boy, I already have I don't know if you've seen him on the show, Tony, the much taller guy than me that occasionally pops onto the stream. He's committed already verbally to being on every single Final Fantasy stream with me, which I think he's crazy, but it'd be kind of nice. Reading through E3 stuff on my phone. Oh, Shenmue 3 is Epic exclusive now. Oh, I didn't know that. It might be... Oh, okay. I used to think that all men besides the great Ganondorf were useless, but now that I've seen you, I don't think so anymore. The exalted Nabooru, our leader, put me in charge of this fortress. Nabooru is the second in command to the great Ganondorf, king of the Gerudo thieves. Her headquarters are in the Spirit Temple, which is at the end of the desert. Say, you must want to become one of us, eh? All right then. You're in from now on. Take this. With it, you'll have free access to all areas of the fortress. Yes! Yeah, I didn't know it was Epic exclusive, although I wonder if it's a limited time exclusivity thing, because that's kind of what Epic is doing a lot lately. Seeing as Final Fantasies are on iPad. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily make them better. Whoa! Alright, it's time for bed. I'll be skulking around. Have fun, Chris. Thank you so much for those biddies, Wellendor. You're such a delight. Folks, if you haven't seen Wellendor, go check him out. He's super fun. I really like watching his streams whenever I swing by. Wellendor is the true hero of this timeline. They were last seen saving the world in Final Fantasy V Universe. Oh, I added the universe. I'm such an idiot. In the Final Fantasy V universe. Watch the stream over there. Yeah. Good night, Wellendor. Thank you so much for swinging by. Stuff is so nice. No, you can't make me. I'll be so nice. You wish I weren't being so nice to you. Although that'd be silly. Nah, I really like Wellendor streams. I think he's a lot of fun. Plus, I think the first thing that I saw of Wellendor's was what was it? Was it Final Fantasy 3? It was a randomizer of Final Fantasy. Blew my mind. I didn't even know that was a thing. Get out of here, Felix. There's no giveaway going on. Are you going into the desert? I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. That's easy peasy. I don't gotta listen to her trial nonsense. Go leave. You knucklehead, Felix. God, I love this music. It's so good. Everything's fine. The first trial is easy. I think it's just getting to the like deserted temple kind of dealio. Come on, Link, just knock the gate over. It's as thin as paper. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Alright, hop on there. We're gonna swim across this sand. I don't remember if the shopkeep over here had anything worthwhile. We'll check him out anyway. Do I need I think I need the slidey slippers for this guy, don't I? Whoop. Navi, I already know what's up. Welcome. I'm selling stuff strange and rare from all over the world to everybody. Today's special is a dangerous running object. Terrifying. I won't tell you what it is till I see the money. How about it? 200 rupees. I already have bomb shoes though. Whatever. Thank you so much. To the Spirit Temple, the flag on the left. I didn't mean to skip all that. It's so picky about where it lets you skip text and where it doesn't. Such a weird character, this guy. Even weird is that it becomes the sword trader in Majora. I know, right? Dangerous running object. Okay, so it's still the same thing. Oh, it's too bad. The mark that will lead you to the Spirit Temple is the flag on the left, outside of the shop. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I should leave the slippers on until I get back on solid ground. Alright. Yeah, he is such a random character. It is kind of fun. It's crazy too. I feel like as a kid, I thought this challenge was crazy difficult. And it's really just a matter of just, like going from point A to point B multiple times. It must have been my like lack of patience as a kid that I was just like, no, I just want to run freely. Random hippie OP. No, Felix was just trolling. There's no giveaway going on right now. There was one over the weekend, but that one already is wrapped up. So the next giveaway will be at 260 followers. Felix, you turn. You see what you're doing to the people, Felix? Well, you're likely playing on a crappy CRT, right? That might have made it harder. That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair. I just want a fairy friend. Thank you. Actually, I just want arrows. Oh, I'll take Boo nuts. Winner is you! What game was given out? It was, I believe, Layers of Fear. It's a pretty good one that time around. Here, I think I still have the old one up. Yeah, it was Layers of Fear. I remember it was number 6. So I need to randomize it again and see what the next bundle of games will be. Layers of Fear is actually pretty lit, to be honest. I have never played it, but I've wanted to boot it up for a while. One of my buddies, Cujo, he was trying to get me to play it on our old YouTube channel together at one point, but I think we passed it up because we were trying to be cost conscious. I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go. So follow me, and don't be slow. Easy peasy. There's Saphir super trippy. Ooh, I should boot it up one of these days, especially because I love horror games. So I feel like I have no reason to not give it a shot. Get out of here. Lavra, I think is what these guys are called. Guess I'm better off not Z-targeting this guy. feel like I move faster too. It's not that hard to keep track of this guy. Although I struggled with that when I was a kid too. Just all of this, it gets a lot easier over time, I guess. To be fair though, back when this game first came out, it was pretty unique. Because there just weren't really 3D games at that point. So yeah, I guess there was a lot of like gaming literacy that we had to learn at this point. Yeah, we did it. I really am digging the Gerudo theme in Cadence of Hyrule. Ah, it's so good. Yeah, navigating a 3D space in itself was a puzzle. Yeah, it really did make just about everything else in this game way more difficult than it would feel to us now. It's kind of easy to forget. It's just one of those things that sort of gets forgotten over time because you just get so used to it. I don't remember, is this a fairy fountain? I'll jump in there real quick. I remember if you kill enough of these Lavra guys, a giant one will spit out at some point. I think he just drops a ton of rupees, but it's not a bad way to harvest rupees if you're short on cash. Hi, Great Fairy. Nice to see you. Welcome, Dingus. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. This is the good one. The one that I'll also probably never remember to use. So only one I use is Din's Fire. I feel like Nehru's Wind, though, would be a huge boon. Or is it Nehru? Because this is Nehru. Nehru's Love. So this is basically a shield. But there's 3 giant enemies that can spawn in the game. A giant stall child if you kill enough Hyrule. Oh, that's right! Giant bird if you kill enough in Lon Lon Ranch at night. I never knew about that one. That's awesome. And the one you just mentioned. Why can't the fairies be normal? I know, right? The fairies got so much better in the later games. I think this was just some real wacky artist that had this strange idea for the Great Fairies, and they just let them do it. But, like the Wind Waker Great Fairies are so cool. Those were always one of my favorites. I know one of these is a thing, too. Maybe not. It could also just be crazy. Now the real trick is, how do I get Sheik to appear and give me a song? Do I stand on this? Oh, I probably go up to the temple like all normal people do. Oh yeah, the 4-armed ones. Those are neat. Oh yeah. Maybe I have to go in. Oh, you know what? I bet Sheik comes out when I leave. And I'm like, oh, I can't actually do anything in here. Although, what if I could? Now, definitely still too big to fit through that tiny space. I'll break those things there at the bottom and see. Ah, more bomb shoe. That's so good. Is that a... They probably want me to use Bombshoe here, actually. Oh. Maybe I can hold more Bombshoe than I realized. Hey! Look at that! I think there were actually some stuff you could do right now. Master Quest is wacky like that. That's kind of what... Oh, wow, yeah. I was kind of thinking that that might be the case, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, it definitely seems like it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That also makes sense. Alright, well, first things first. I'm gonna go get, or at least I assume, go get the song. That way, if anything weird happens, I'll be able to just warp right back here. Oh, you're alive! Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. Master Quest is so wacky. I really like this though. I'm enjoying this a lot. I think Sheik should become a poet. Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sheik basically is a poet. Whoops. Just kidding. That didn't happen. I mean, Sheik is just kind of like sitting around waiting for me to get to certain places this whole time. So, I mean, like, he's probably just like thinking of a great poet to relate. She should become my wife. Hey. I mean, she does have a great butt in those tights. Let's be real here. Wait, I mean husband. That wasn't a spoiler. That wasn't a spoiler. Hey, how old is this game? 2-decade-old spoiler. Yeah, all right. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good point to call the stream, because it's already 11:30, and we've been going for about 3.5 hours. So we'll pick this up in the next stream and almost definitely beat it, because all we'll have to do is charge through the Spirit Temple, which, to be fair, was the most difficult one when I played the Master Quest as a kid. But I think I'll maybe hopefully remember the one thing that I got hung up on. So we'll see. So we'll beat this in the next stream, and then the week after that, we're starting Four Swords, which I think it's going to be a one-stream deal. Because Four Swords, the original Four Swords is pretty short. But I can't get my hands on the Anniversary Edition, which is super disappointing. It was a DSi release on the 3DS, and it had a single-player mode, which would have been so cool to be able to play, but there's no emulated versions of it anywhere. But it'll still be fun to play the original one. We're going to have to play it on emulator anyway because it's a multiplayer-only game. I have the real thing. Literally right here. It's a Game Boy Advance game, but there's no way to stream that. So we're going to play it on emulator, and I'm going to have Tony here to be my partner in crime. So it should be pretty fun. Good night to you, Lich. Thank you so much for hanging out. Four Swords is amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for it. I really loved Four Swords Adventures, but I never played the original Four Swords. I have Four Swords Anniversary on my DSi. Yeah, they did it. They released that as a promotional thing. I think they released it for free, but it was only for a limited time, which is agonizing because now people that didn't even know about it can't get it. I've beaten a Zelda game. Hey! Wow, you beat that one. Nice. Good night, Teflon. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for that sub. It means a lot to me. Now let's see who I can go throw a raid at. I'm always shocked at how many people are still on and streaming at this hour. So we've got someone I've recently started watching playing Ocarina of Time. Be kind of fun. Nope, we're gonna stream commentator because he's playing Owlboy, and I love Owlboy with so much of my heart, and it also just makes me super happy that Tater is streaming indie games. Man, that's... oh, I'm super excited. I know I rated Tater probably last time too, so thanks for dealing with my repetitive raids. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fun time over there. Tater is a delightful human being. Owlboy is such a beautiful, beautiful game. It is some of the best pixel art I have seen in my entire life. Super worth checking out. Super tempted to go scrounge for my DSi and send it to you for that stream. Oh, you don't have to do that, Shido. I don't know if there's any good way to stream off the device anyway, because I think you'd have to hard mod it, and I don't want to ruin your device. But I genuinely appreciate the gesture. That really is wonderful of you. Yeah, I don't want to tear it apart. This is the same reason. I mean, it's hard to even get hard mods at this point anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Have a good night, everyone. Have a fun time over at Taters, and we'll see you tomorrow with some Metroid. Good night.